ready for business expansion. So, mentees, we will not stop in assisting you through our KMME program. Marami pa pong mga programs wherein pwede kayong mag-enroll and you can be assisted. So for our KMME, this is what we've done. We were able to have a total of 208 graduates from Zamboanga City Office. This is from 2016 until last year, no, 2021. So since we started the program, meron na tayong 208 na nakagraduate dito. Ito yung tinatawag nating parang ano siya, MBA. You know that, no, with the 10 modules that you have every week. 173 from Zamboanga, Sibugay province, and then for Zamboanga del Sur, 175, and Zamboanga del Norte, 181. So with you graduating, hopefully, kailan ba next month, madadagdagan po ang ating mga graduates for this program, itong batch 1. Okay, for this year, you are all in all 48 mentees enrolled in the program. There are 30. This is the batch 1, which we started last March 28. So there are 30 females, 18 males, isang PWD, ano ito, 6 OFW, 8, ano itong 8, Bell? Youth. Okay. So meron tayong youth entrepreneurs. So you can see in there that by industry, your businesses are into merong accommodation and food service. Meron tayong 4 dyan. And then those engaged in manufacturing, there are 36. And 1 from the agri sector. And 5 other services. And we have 2 from the retail industry. So yan yung profile ninyo, no? Yung mga enrollees for batch 1. So that's KMME. Then let's go to the shared service facilities. Ito din yung isang programa natin. We have a substantial fund for this, no? Since nagsimula nung 2013, and last year 2021, dito tayo may malaki pang pondo that we are still trying to ex-house until this year. Okay, so the SSF is aimed to balance off existing efforts, projects and programs, especially those of industry clustering for inclusive growth. Designed as a complementary project, it works at enhancing the competitiveness of micro, small, and medium enterprises. So that's you, the MSMEs, through the provision of tools, machineries, equipment, systems, skills, and knowledge under a shared system. So this one also is a very good project of ours. This is in line with our productivity mandate, no, to improve the production of MSMEs. Okay, so what have we done? Okay, this started in 2013. Okay, so since this started in 2013, we are already able to establish a total of 172 SSF projects. And from the 172, 68 projects were already transferred or donated to qualified and eligible cooperators. So what remains with us is only 104 projects. So the ownership is still with the Department of Trade and Industry, and we are hoping to donate more 22 qualified cooperators this year, no. The project kasi only has 2 years. Parang pinapahiram sa mga cooperators, and then if you are able to show to us that the implementation of this project is really successful and it really has improved your businesses, then we will donate this project to you. So total worth of projects since we started this program is 132.6 million. Okay, next. Then we have the negosyo centers. I know you are familiar with this. Some of you, if mahina ang signal in the provinces, in the municipalities where you are located, you go to the negosyo center para maka-log in, maka-join in our weekly sessions. So the negosyo center, this is created under the Go Negosyo Act. So the negosyo centers are convergence points for the DTI, the LGUs, and private sector to promote ease of doing business and to ensure access to services for MSMEs within its jurisdiction or within the locality. The center serves as a one-stop shop for services that cater to entrepreneurs' need, such as processing requirements needed to establish their business and accessing information and services essential for their growth. So if you are based in the, say for example, anong municipality ba, no? In Zamboanga del Sur, Sibugay, and Zamboanga del Norte, and even in Zamboanga City, you can always go to the nearest negosyo center and approach our negosyo center business counselors based dyan for any inquiries ba, or if you want assistances from the DTI. So ito yung mini DTI sa mga municipalities natin. Okay, so we will see in the next slide how many negosyo centers we have for the region. For the region, we practically have marami na, no, na negosyo centers na na-establish in the provinces. We only lack a few to complete all municipalities na magkaroon ng negosyo centers. So for Zamboanga del Norte, makikita ninyo on the screen, we have 24. Andyan yung mga municipalities. So basahin ko na lang, no? Baka hindi pa ninyo alam in your area na may negosyo center na pala. Okay, in Dipolog, we have one na sa ating bagong City Hall. Then in Dapitan City, Katipunan, Liloy, Manukan, Rojas, Salug, Siayan, Sindangan, Tampilisan, Butala, Polanco, Sergio Osmeña, Jose Dalman, Rizal, La Libertad, Sibuco, Pinyan, Kalawit, Siocon, Mutya, Sibutad, and Labason. Then for Zamboanga, Sibugay, all of the municipalities, we have negosyo centers na. Then in Zamboanga del Sur, we have 22. Okay, so Aurora, Ramon Magsaysay, Gipos, Josefina, Kumalarang, Mahayag, Molave, Pagadian City, which is housed at the Department of Trade and Industry Office, Tabina, Bayog, Dumingag, Midsalip, Tukuran, Sominot, Dinas, Dumalinaw, San Miguel, Tambulig, Dimataling, Labangan, Margo sa Tubig, and Lapuyan. So, konti na lang din ang wala pang negosyo centers in Zamboanga del Sur. Then for Zamboanga City, we have 4. We have one located at the DTI office. and then one in Ecozone, one in Kulyanan at the Barangay Hall, and also in Kuruan, also at the Barangay Hall of Kuruan. And then we have one in DTI Isabela Satellite Office. So all in all, we have 67 negosyo centers established around Zampen. Okay. So next slide. Okay. From January to April 30, our negosyo centers in total were already able to process business name registration of 10,219. And then Bambi registrations of 361. And our business counselors were already able to conduct 693 trainings. These are entrepreneurial development trainings and skills trainings for the MSMEs and the respective municipalities. These trainings were able to assist or train 13,499. And then total number of MSMEs assisted through our negosyo centers is already 10,364. So these are various assistances that our business counselors provided to walk-in or walk-in clients. Okay. Clients assisted total 17,053. So wala pong pili ito. May negosyo man o wala. So if you are a businessman already, or if you want to venture into a business, mga nanay, mga youth, mga out of school youth, OFWs, PWDs, indigenous peoples, you can go to our negosyo centers and ask for trainings ba or anything that you want to be assisted with. Okay, information on financing, or a particular information on what project to engage into, you can just visit our negosyo centers in the municipalities. Okay, and our negosyo centers region-wide were also able to assist MSMEs MSMEs to do online, no? For this 4,843. Okay, next slide, please. Then we have the livelihood seeding programs, negosyo serbisyo sa barangay, NSB kung tawagin namin. This program is to provide assistance to the marginalized sectors of society, such as the indigenous peoples, displaced individuals due to war and calamities. And the goal of the program is to provide entrepreneurial training and livelihood kits to help them get back on their feet and stimulate economic activity immediately. So this one is very timely because when pandemic came, ito yung tulong namin to, especially to micro entrepreneurs in the barangays, no. This one, aside from the training, like assisting you in planning planning your business well and on how to revive it kung nawala man or nahinto because of the pandemic. We help you in entrep trainings and then give a little assistance. Hindi naman siya talaga malaki but in a way pangtawid kumbaga. So, okay. Next slide, tingnan natin ilan na ang natulungan natin dito. Okay. So, this one is focused on the small or micro businesses in the barangays. And just to give you an idea kung ilang barangays na ang na-cover namin since we started this one. There were already 518 barangays region-wide na cover natin. These are ang priority for this nung nag-umpisa are those in the remote barangays, no. So 518 and micro enterprises assisted are 4,485 MSMEs. And then the kits, business kits kung tawagin namin, which amounted to dati as only, this ranges from 3,000 to 8,000 pesos, no? So, depende sa need. If pwede na yung 3,000, then we give 3,000. But mostly, ang average worth of kits that we provide is 5,000 pesos. So, these are mostly sari-sari stores, mga vendors, those micro-entrepreneurs na gumagawa ng mga kakanin, mga ano ito, pang parlor, pang barber na kit. Ayan, so yan yung makarinderya. Ito yun mostly ang mga projects na binibigyan natin ng tulong under the NSB. And then there are many individuals na nabigyan din natin ng mga information, of course, on various livelihood opportunities. So may mga 25,000 plus individuals na. And then the entrepreneurship seminars that we conducted for this in the barangays, mga 413 na. And then of course, along with that, meron syempreng negosyo clinicking. This is one-on-one na ginagawa namin. Dito mangyayari yung advisory, counseling, how to really make the business work, no? This is 3,081 na mga clinics ang nagawa natin for our micro entrepreneurs. So that is a negosyo serbisyo sa barangay. Then we have another program. Next slide. The Pangkabuhayan sa Pagbangon at Ginhawa or PPG. Okay. So this one is similar to the livelihood seeding program, negosyo serbisyo sa barangay. Ang pinagkaiba lang dito is that this focuses on providing assistance package to micro-entrepreneurs who are victims of calamities like fire, typhoons, earthquake, and even armed conflicts. Ayan, and other calamities, no? Baha, ito rin. And of course, to determine kung sino yung mabibigyan nito, we coordinate with the DSWD and of course the barangay. Okay, so since we started this one, we were already able to assist a total of 1,997 micro enterprises, and entrepreneurship seminars conducted, 77, and yung negosyo clinicking, 1,997. And the livelihood kits that we were able to provide, 131 pa lang, but we will be giving more this year. So the amount of business kits that we give under this program is at 8,000. Okay. And then another program, ito yung on the marketing side naman. Okay. We have the One Town, One Product Next Generation or Auto Next Gen. Before we have the auto program, no, and this one is just a revival, and then parang mas in-upgrade natin. But basically, this is to develop, to improve, and ensure that our MSMEs produce quality products, and then after that, we promote these local products, of course, to become more competitive in the market. Okay. So in the past, from being a mentee, tinitingnan namin if you can be assisted under our ONG program. So siguro after graduation, we will enroll you in the ONG program. Okay. Okay. As of April 30, a total of 293 MSMEs were already assisted under this program. These MSMEs were able to join in 8 trade fairs. So that's region-wide, and there are more trade fairs to come for scheduled this year. And jobs generated under this is 1,050, and sales of total sales generated from the trade fairs that we conduct, no, as 3.996 million. This is food. This is for food and non-food. And then for AutoPub, we have in Region 9 we already have 2 AutoPubs. We have one at the KCC Mall, and then we opened a new one in Zamboanga del Norte. Sales for this is 160,000. Okay, if you are in Zamboanga del Norte, ang AutoPub natin is in the provincial capital, yung sa entrance. And then region-wide, our provincial offices have already conducted product development sessions. Meron na po tayong 8. And then prototypes developed of 33. So the product dev sessions in the provincial offices, yung iba is still ongoing. Okay, so siguro mga mentees, you take a look at your products ngayon, and maybe later we will invite you to, after ng graduation, no, we will invite you to join and be enrolled in this program, yung ating ONG, for the improvement, the further improvement of your products. Okay, next. And then we have our Regional Halal Industry Development Program. Again, this is to improve the competitiveness and sustainability of our MSMEs in the halal food and service sector in Zamboanga Peninsula. So for this year, our halal focals together with other agencies involved in the halal industry development program, no, nag-iikot in the provinces. So we were able to conduct 4, benefiting 120 MSMEs. So ayan, and just recently meron tayong 3 MSMEs that were already halal certified. And these MSMEs are based in Zamboanga City. Okay, next. Bell slide. Okay, so that's basically the brief parang orientation, no, on our major programs for MSME development sa DTI-9, which are applicable for all of you mga mentees. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Okay, maraming salamat po DC Rovi Manzanares of SME Development Division for sharing to us the various programs and projects of the Department of Trade and Industry. So sana naman, no, may nakuha yung mga inputs ang ating mga mentees for them in enhancing their current entrepreneurial ventures. We now move on to the next part of our Government Services Forum. So let me introduce first our next presenter. He is a graduate of BS Electronics and Communications Engineering at Western Mindanao State University. He is also currently taking up Masters of Public Administration in the same university, currently working or serving as Science Research Specialist of the Department of Science and Technology, and of course, to add, the former Negosyo Center Business Counselor of the Department of Trade and Industry. Let us welcome Mr. June Carlo B. Tangon from DOST-9.
Ayan. So thank you very much, Sir Don. Am I audible? If yes,
loud and
kindly
clear.
thumbs up. I'm audible naman po. Ayan. So before I start my presentation of the programs of DOST or the Department of Science and Technology, let me first greet the head of the DTI, especially in Region 9, RD Alzamir Lipae, ARD Lito Makiling, PD Grace Aduca, PD Madel Dengal, and PD Marlon Alapata. And the rest of the KMME focal persons in the different provinces in Region 9, our kawali ng gobyerno from DOLE, SB Corp, FDA, DICT, RTWPB, and of course, our mentees. Malapit na tayo sa graduation. No? I can feel it. I can feel the thrill and excitement from each one of you because I've also been there. I was once a business counselor who assisted our mentees during the KMME way back 2017. So with that being said, let me share my screen. Ayan. So can you see my screen now? Ayan. So once again, I am June Carlo Tangon from the Department of Science and Technology, presenting to you the programs and for livelihood opportunities and entrepreneurship. So of course, our flagship program here at the Department of Science and Technology, which I will be sharing to you, is of course the setup or the Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program. Ano po ito? Setup is a nationwide strategy to boost MSME productivity and via technology innovations. Second, is firms who have been engaged in business activities for at least 1 year, and firms may be single proprietorship, business venture, partnership, pwede rin pong corporation, association, cooperative, even our LGUs can avail of this program as well, and our academic institutions. So what are the setup priority sectors? Ano po ba yung mga sectors na pwedeng mag-apply for the program? Of course, we cater most of the projects that we have here in the region composes of the food processing industry or sector. Second, agriculture. We also cater metals in engineering, ICT or the information communications technology. We also have energy and environment, creative industry, furniture, gifts, decors, and handicrafts, health and wellness, those who produce yung mga liniment oils, mga salabat can be also uh, fall under this sector. And of course, ang pinakabago pong sector na ating pwedeng tanggapin for the application of the program is the products and services under halal. So, if you can see in the screen right now, these are some of the beneficiaries of the setup program here in Region 9. These are some of the successful, I may say that most are successful, but these are mostly seen or visible because nga po, sila ay mga food products. So we have Kinglan, Hopya, Sweet Mo Bake Shop, Ecure, Jinx Bagong Gata, Zam's Delight. We also have Carmela and the Zambo Tropical. And most of the brands here or the products that you can see, ang mga proprietor po ng mga products na ito also went through KMME. Some are graduates of KMME as well. So ano pong makukuha po ninyo if you avail of our program? We have the technology interventions. First, enhance product quality. Pwede po nating makita ano pa pong pwedeng i-enhance sa ating mga products if mostly food-based products and all. Human resource development, cost reductions because if you avail of certain like technologies or innovations, may mga cost cuttings na nagaganap and all. Tuned up operations, mas efficient na po ang ating mga operations due to the technological advancement and effective waste management. So with setup, MSMEs can get technical trainings for workers, acquire new equipment to mechanize and improve product lines, as what we always emphasize, and find answers to enterprise challenges and problems, and as well as get technical advice from consultants, which we will later, you can clearly see ano po yung mga services ng ating mga consultants. So ito po yung exciting part na nais din po nating ma-share sa ating mga mentees. So setup assistance, of course, this will be in a form of assistance by availment of certain technologies or equipment. Ang maximum po na pwede nating ma-avail ay 3 million pesos because this is on the signing authority of our regional director. So ang ating setup assistance ay no interest, no collateral, with a 1-year grace period and 3 years to pay, which also includes our technology transfer fee or 0.005% of the total amount na i-avail po ninyo. So who may apply? Any company or individual firm based in the Philippines and wholly owned by Filipino citizen. Any local government unit or MSME with projects classified under identified priority sectors. How to apply? Of course, meron na po tayong templated letter of intent to avail of setup assistance with all requirements to the DOST Regional Director's Office and identify current problems, improvements, and potential technological interventions needed. So ano pong i-prepare natin if mag-a-apply tayo for setup? First, you should prepare 3 quotations from 3 suppliers or fabricators of the equipment to be purchased or fabricated. Kung ano po yung gusto po ninyong makita na equipment na pwede po sa inyong negosyo, yun po ang ating hahanapan po ng quotations. Second, financial statements of at least for the past 3 years or if bago po yung negosyo natin, nag-start po siya 1 year ago, pwede na rin po tayong mag-apply. Projected financial statements for the next 5 years, your the business counselors from the negosyo centers who are assisting you for the KMME can actually help you with this. And fourth, copy of permits and licenses and board resolution if kayo po ay cooperative or association. So these are the documentaries na kailangan po for the application of setup. Letter of intent, templated na po ito. You can visit our offices to get a copy of this. 3 quotations, financial statement, ayan, business permit from LGU, DTI business name registration, BIR registration, and sample board resolution po ito for those cooperatives or associations. So ano yung other programs and activities na ginagawa po kinakonduct ni DOST? Ayan po. Technical services for DOST technology adapters. So as what I made mention a while ago, we have consultants for the different technologies being promoted by the Department of Science and Technology. For this example po, yung ating Inutriban na saan marami pong mga bakery or bake shops ang nag-avail. We also have continued support for the various industry clusters. So, pino-focus po natin as much as possible all industry clusters that we have in the region. And of course, promotions of DOST technologies. This technology was availed by the Zamboanga City Local Government Unit, which is the bioreactor. Strengthening R&D partnerships with HEIs or higher education institutions. Businesses can also partner with us so that we can link you with universities who would want to venture or go into R&D with your products or services. Example po, si Sambo Tropical. Ang kanyang mga pulps ng kanyang kalamansi o yung balat ay ginawan po ng R&D ng isang university to study further ano pa yung pwedeng magawa doon sa ating mga kalamansi pulps. Next, reaching more communities, of course, as much as possible, we would like to see and even serve those who are in the outskirts of our cities. And of course, assistance to MSMEs. So before I end this, let me just first share a video kung saan pwede nyo isang beneficiary po namin ng setup.
One could easily argue that the hollow block is a cornerstone of Philippine construction. Relatively inexpensive and easy to make, the blocks can be found in almost every structure in the country. Janelle Sand and Gravel, a firm based in Zamboanga City, uses a semi-automated hollow block making machine acquired through the setup program of the Department of Science and Technology to produce the much-needed construction element. Compared to earlier hollow block making machines which could produce a maximum of 1,500 blocks a day, this newer model is able to more than double production and reach well over 3,500. The process begins by loading components such as coarse sand, cement mix, and water into the mixer at the base of the machine. After a few minutes of mixing, the combined material is carried on a conveyor belt to the top of the machine and is collected in a bucket. When the bucket is full, the operator gradually unloads the contents into a vibrating mold below and helps pack in the material manually. The operator then activates a hydraulic press that further packs in the mixture into the mold and continues the filling process until it is fully packed. The packed material is then released from the mold, collected, and set in an open area for curing.
Ayan po. Ayan, yeah. So, yun po yung sample or video of beneficiary po ng setup program po ng DOST. Ayan, ito ay ang General Sand and Gravel which is located sa Culianan. They were able to avail of the program and is now currently using the equipment for their production of hollow blocks. So, as what I made mention a while ago, hindi lang po limited to other sectors but as well as those who are included po doon sa ating priority sectors. So for those who would want to visit our office, we are located at the Petit Barracks, Zone 4, beside po ng Civil Registrar's Office. So we are the City Science and Technology Center for Zamboanga and Isabela cities. These are the following contact details and our social media connections and our as well as our email po. We also have our offices sa provinces, sa PSCC Zamboanga del Sur, sa Sanson Street, Rojas Corner, San Francisco, sa PSCC Zamboanga Sibugay, sa second floor po ng Paundo Building, Poblacion Ipil, and as well as PSCC Zamboanga del Norte sa Upper Turno sa Dipolog City naman. So you can just visit us anytime from Monday to Friday. Thank you. That would be all.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Sir June Carlo Tangon of the Department of Science and Technology. But before we'll proceed, magkakaroon muna tayo ng 20-minute open forum. May we request our Secretariat to spotlight Ma'am Ruby from DTI and Sir JC from DOST. I'm sure ating mga mentees, meron po silang mga questions regarding the programs and projects of DTI and DOST. Okay, so mentees, if you have questions, pakisend na lang sa chat box para basahin natin. Okay,
Sir,
Secretariat.
may question po ako.
Yes, Ma'am Marichel Navarro.
Yes. Regarding po sa mga refilling water or bottled water, covered ba po ng DTI and DOST for assistance?
Okay, so unahin muna natin on the part of DTI, Ma'am Ruby, may tanong po si Ma'am Marichel Navarro. If ano po yun ulit, Ma'am, yung
Refilling
water,
and
bottled water, sako po ba sa DTI for possible assistances? Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Okay, Ma'am Rubes.
Yes, good afternoon, Ma'am Marichel.
Yes, ma'am.
Ano pong particular assistance dito, Ma'am, ang
Katulad yung refilling water, no ma'am, laging nasisira yung machine kaya niya yun. Parang machine yata, laging nasisira. So parang
sa makina?
Oo, ganun. Meron pa kaya other alternative?
Baka nakita niyo kanina, Ma'am, yung tungkol sa yung sa shared service facilities namin, kasi ito yung programa ng DTI wherein we provide machineries and equipment. But yun naman ay yung shared service facilities are for those na association. Hindi po siya binibigay namin to individual businesses, no. It's for cooperatives and associations, but if you are kung meron man etong shared service facility, they can indirectly, no, assist yung mga individual businesses as users nung mga equipment na ibibigay namin to these cooperators na mga associations. But for yung so far, wala pa kaming cooperators na nag-engage into water refilling business. Most of our beneficiaries are in line with yung kanilang mga businesses are those na under our yung tinatawag nating champion industries like rubber, seaweeds, fish, yung sa water hindi po.
Okay. Ma'am, thank you talaga, at least naliwanagan ako. Pagkasis pa ng mga clients din nagtatanong at least. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ro.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We'll hear also from Sir JC of the OST. Kasama ho daw, sir, ang refilling station, water refilling station for possible assistances from DOST.
Ayan po. Yes, it's been a question po yung ating availment of the water refilling station, those who would want to avail of that, or those who would want to start a business sa refilling station or yun and the likes. But for DOST po, we do not have yet guidelines for that. However, we have technologies wherein saan po pwede pong mag-avail nun. We are promoting the tubig talino or the iron enriched water, kung saan pag nag-avail po kayo ng technology na yon, it will require your business to be a water refilling station. So if mag-avail po kayo nun, most probably you can apply for a water refilling station business. Yan po. But we are still looking into that because as of the moment dito po sa Region 9, wala pa naman pong nag-apply for that. So hopefully if those who are interested, maybe we can work on that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another question from our mentee sa chat box. Hello po, sir. Ask ko lang po, kung nag-assist po ba ang DOST para sa herbal tea granules powdering machine since yung blender ay maliit lang ang capacity na kayang i-powder?
Yes po, part nga po siya ng ating priority sector po sa health and wellness. So anything that falls under that sector, we can actually serve as long as you visit our office so that we can actually conduct the assessment if pwede po nating further makita ano pang pwedeng i-innovate or i-upgrade po sa ating negosyo. For that matter, kung powdering machine, we can avail of that technology naman po. Yun po. Saan po ba si ma'am located, sir?
Ma'am Carnason, Santander. Anong province to, ma'am? Sinunok daw, Zamboanga City.
Okay. So, yes po. Maybe I'll just ask for your contact number, ma'am, later on. So we can, just since nasa Zamboanga City naman po kayo.
Sige, ma'am. Bigay niyo na, ma'am. And of course, still from Ma'am Teresa, walang family name, DOST. For FDA assistance, well, later, meron po tayong open forum for FDA. Reserve natin yan. Another one from Joylene Abualas. Paano po yung process ng halal certificate?
Ayan. Both DTI po and DOST are actually assisting MSMEs for those who would want to apply for halal certification po, no. But one good news po na pwede ko pong i-share is that we already have a certifying body here in Region 9. They are the Ulama Council located sa Isabela City. So those who would want, or food establishments or food processing businesses who would want to apply for that can actually tap in DTI or DOST. And sila naman po yung magtatap sa Ulama Council for the certifying or for you to be able to get a certification for halal. Yun po.
Okay, so speaking of halal, kaka-grant lang ng certificates kahapon, no? Ng 3 MSMEs. Si Ma'am Ruby, baka mai-add patungkol sa halal
okay,
certification.
So, sino yung gustong ma-assist sa halal? Si Sir Rocky? Tama
Joylene
ba?
Abualas, ma'am. Joylene Abualas, Zamboanga City.
Si Ma'am Joylene. Okay. Ma'am, ano na lang ma'am, para ano talaga, no, we'll have enough time to discuss yung gusto mong assistance. Kunin na lang namin yung ano mo, yung contact ano mo, para our focal person, si Chad, can really assist you on this. Saan ba si ma'am? Sa Sibugay?
Yes, ma'am, sa Buanga Sibugay.
Sibugay. Sige ma'am, sige ma'am. After nito ma'am.
Okay, so we still have 5 minutes before our next presenter from the Department of Labor and Employment. Meron pa tayong tanong sa chat box. Sir, good afternoon. Sa mga new products na magpatulong kami sa labeling at sa pag-determine sa nutrition facts. Anong proseso po? Salamat. Sa air-dried moringa food supplement po. Sir Jace?
Yan po. Saan po located si ma'am? Thank you for that question. Si sir pala. Yan. So for those who would want to avail of our services of our RSTL or the Regional Standards and Laboratory po dito po sa Petit Barracks for testing of your food products, especially those nasa food processing po, you can visit our laboratory po dito sa Petit Barracks so that they can assist you with the specific test po na dapat are naaayon po sa ating mga products, because I myself is not part of the laboratory, but what I can share to you is our laboratory is well equipped to be able to serve you well. Yan po.
Zamboanga City po, sir.
Ayan po. Sir, yes, you can visit po our laboratory po dito sa Petit Barracks.
Salamat, sir.
Yes po.
Okay, 3 minutes more. May questions pa ba ang ating mga mentees regarding the programs and services of the Department of Science and Technology and Department of Trade and Industry? Okay, sabi po ni PD Grace, for those MSMEs who want to be halal certified, please visit DTI offices near you. And for labeling, just go to any DTI office near you also. Okay,
Yeah.
so wala na bang tanong?
Aside, hello Don.
Yes, ma'am.
Aside from the KMME na program ng DTI, kung mga ibang programs that you want to avail of, kung anong mga needs pa ninyo, you can visit, mayroon namang mga DTI offices sa provinces. And yung pinakamalapit talaga sa inyo, yung mga negosyo centers, so you can also ask from there.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. DOST and DTI from Rocky Juliano. May assistance pa ba tayo like machineries na vacuum sealer at powdering machine, yung mas malaki po kaysa nasa market? So may we have DOST first?
Yes po. If you will be applying for the setup program or the setup, you can avail of this technology or machinery or equipment that you call. You can visit us so that we can assist you for the assessment, and pwede po nating makita or pwede po namin kayong matulungan para makahanap po ng better supplier. Meron naman din po tayong mga list of suppliers so that you can contact them and you can be assured that these are industrial type ready, yung pang ano na po, high capacity na po yung mga equipment for you to be able to upgrade po your business. Yun po.
Okay, sabay na lang natin, Sir Jace. May coffee roasting po ba na program ng DOST? Pwede bang mag-loan?
Yes po, coffee is also considered po sa ating priority sectors din po. So we can assist you with that din po.
Okay, 1 minute more. So we'll now have the last question for Ma'am Ruby. Ma'am, regarding po sa machineries like vacuum sealer at powdering machine.
Vacuum sealer and powdering machine, this can be granted under the shared service facilities. Pwede po tayong magbigay nito.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. That ends our open forum for DOST and DTI. But before we move to the next session, the Secretariat will be presenting something for our resource person from the Department of Science and Technology. So stay lang spotlight ni Sir JC and we'll read the citation. Okay, so Department of Trade and Industry, Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, Go Negosyo, present this certificate of appreciation to Sir Jun Carlo Bitangon for selflessly sharing the programs and services of the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, during the Kapatid Mentor Me Money Market Encounter online program Government Services Forum. Given this 19th day of May 2022, signed Ramon Lopez, Secretary of DTI, and Jose Maria Concepcion III, Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship. Okay, so maraming salamat po, Sir Jace, for spending your time with us this afternoon for the KMME Government Services Forum. Okay, as we move on, let me first introduce our resource person from the Department of Labor and Employment, who will be sharing to us the programs and services of the department. Okay, spotlight po, Secretariat, kay Sir, sa ating next resource person from the Department of Labor and Employment. Okay, so our next resource person is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science at Ateneo de Zamboanga University, a former systems audit analyst or analyst 2 of the Department of Labor and Employment Regional Office 9, and he is currently serving as a Senior Labor Employment Officer and Labor Inspector of the Department of Labor and Employment. He's also acting as the DLP Regional Focal Person and the Unit Head of 003 Social Protection of Vulnerable Workers Strengthened. So mentors, i-welcome po natin who will share to us the programs and services of Dole 9, Sir Franklin T. Rivera. Sir? Nakamute yata si Sir. Marinig niyo na ba, mentees? Okay, comment po sa chat box kung marinig niyo na ba si Sir.
Wala kaming marinig, sir.
Okay, wala daw audio, Sir. Baka, sige Sir, ayusin muna natin for a while. So while waiting again, yung mga mentees na hindi nakapagtanong sa ating speaker from DOST, nandito pa rin si Sir Jun Carlo Tangon. I-chat nyo na lang para mas madiretso ninyo sa kanya yung inyong mga concerns. So after po ng Department of Labor and Employment, we still have resource person from DIST, FDA, and Small Business Corporation.
Audio check.
Okay, sir, loud and clear. You may proceed, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for that. Thank you. Once again, in behalf of our regional director, we would like to thank the Department of Trade and Industry for inviting us here. Of course, we would like to also to greet a great afternoon to our regional director of DTI, Engineer Alsamir Lipae, and of course the Assistant Regional Director Lito Makili, and all provincial directors of DTI, and to all partner agencies, and to the mentees too, and to all persons na nasa virtual platform. A great afternoon po. So please allow me to present programs of DOLE applicable for MSMEs. So for my outline of presentation, I will discuss the one of the programs of the department is the Occupational Safety and Health COVID-19 Monitoring and Prevention. The second is the Training Advisory Visit. Version 2, the Labor Relations, Human Relations and Productivity. And Registration of Rural Workers Association, Union Registration, and the ITC, TIPC. So for OSH COVID-19 and monitoring prevention, actually DTI and TOLE have interim guidelines on workplace prevention and control of COVID-19. So basically, we assist private institutions that are allowed to operate during higher level of quarantine in developing the minimum health protocols and standards in the light of a COVID-19 pandemic. So together with us, DTI, pati kami po, we go to establishments to ensure they are following the minimum health protocols. And actually, to date, this is already incorporated as one of the modules with series of indicators under the inspection program of DOLE. So actually, DOLE is doing inspection not only for general labor standards, which includes mga panueldo sa tao, yung mga minimum requirements under general labor standards, pati occupational safety and health standards, including po yung prevention of COVID-19. So another is a training advisory visit or the TAB 2.0. So basically, this is a TAB 2.0 is a regional initiative on the conduct of orientation and table assessment relative to the process or processes involved in the labor inspections. So with this program orientation, we are already teaching, no, and giving the guides or guiding our establishments or private establishments how to comply with all the requirements mandated by the law. So basically po, tinuturuan na talaga namin para before the actual inspection, so ginagawa po yung training advisory visit. We are inviting a set of private establishments to visit to go into a certain venue, and we do table assessment. So generally, the purpose of this is to facilitate the compliance of all private establishments sa minimum requirements ng labor laws. So hindi na po approach yung parang police, but instead we are teaching them how to really comply on the requirements of the minimum wage and other related monetary aspect. On the other hand, meron din tayong tinatawag na Labor Relations, Human Relations, and Productivity Orientation Seminar. So with this, the Department of Labor is doing a series of modules to help enhance the relationships. No, what is important at the end of the day is the relationship between the employees and employers, leading to productive and profitable businesses. So with this, we are able to assist both employees and employers, no, to have a better understanding of their obligations and as well their responsibilities. So nadidiscuss dito yung mga security of tenures, mga rights and obligations and as well responsibilities of both parties, so that at the end of the day, magiging productive po sila. So with this conduct of orientation, you may visit or you may invite our field offices to conduct such both parties para may industrial peace po tayo. So another is for registration of Rural Workers Association or Workers Association, no? This is basically the registration of Workers Association in the formal and informal sector organized for the mutual aid and protection of its members or for other legitimate purposes except collective bargaining agreement. Hello?
Hello? Lagi nagkuhan, lansang.
Ay, sorry. Collective bargaining in order for them to acquire legal personality. So yung Workers Association na registration. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sir Roberto Indino, paki-mute, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. for a while, sir.
Thank you.
Pakimute po kay Roberto Endino.
Mm.
Okay, sir, you may proceed.
Yes. So regarding rural association, uh, we may you may visit our office so that we can assist you in registering your association, maybe for you to have the legality. So you may apply for loans and other way instead of having registered under other registration body like SEC, you may visit our office because mas mura po dito just to have the legal personality. So pwede po sa Workers Association. Another is labor organization registration. So all you know, in any establishment, there is always an employer and employees, no? So the employees may apply for independent labor union and or chartered locals. So once they are registered with us, you may register in our office. We are also providing you with workers organization and development program, training and livelihood formation. So we capacitate mga members ng organization leading to availment of livelihood formation. Another is good for having a union. We are providing scholarships, a scholarship grant or program for your qualified dependents. So meron kaming scholar po dito. Another advantage of union, you can negotiate. You can negotiate with the employer over and above the minimum wage and monetary aspect po, and benefits. So we have also this program, ITC or TIPC. The DOLE promotes the creation of ITCs pursuant to ILO Convention 144, which institutionalizes tripartism, no? Tripartism, andyan po si employer, employee, and the government, no, to discuss things to settle by providing continuing forum for tripartite advisement and consultation, empowering workers and employers, organizations, enhancing their respective rights, attaining industrial peace, and improving productivity. So among of the functions, no, it serves as an information network specifically on labor relations issues and industries configurations in the appropriate level. So it also helps in the monitoring of compliance with sectoral commitments as embodied in national, regional, local, or industry tripartite accords. So with Industrial Peace Council, you may have a resolution and you have one voice in representing your industry kung may mga gusto nilang idulog sa gobyerno. And I think that would be all for DOLE that is related to MSMEs. And if you have questions or later on, I will be allocated with mga questions. Thank you for that. And you may visit, of course, our website, dole9portal.com. Lahat po yan, nandyan na po lahat, yung mga information natin. And we have actually 5 field offices. One in Zamboanga City, one in Isabela City. For Zamboanga del Norte, we have in Dipolog City. For Sibugay, we have in Ipil. And for Zamboanga del Sur, it is located in Pagadian City. And that's all for now. And good afternoon to everyone. And good luck to our mentees.
Okay, maraming salamat po, sir. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. We'll now proceed to the 10-minute open forum. So, inaanyayahan po natin mga mentees to send in your questions sa chat box para sa inyong mga katanungan for our partner from the Department of Labor and Employment.
By the way, kung wala pang hello. By the way, kung wala pang question, sir, may I add yung kanina from the DTI, it was mentioned by Ma'am Ruby regarding BMBE or BAMBI. So I would like also to encourage every mentees or under dito po sa KMME to avail that or to register and to have the certificate of authority under BAMBI, because one of the features or one of the advantages of having that is for you to you may not be able to implement, you are allowed, or you may not be able to implement the minimum wage. So it's a matter of mind agreement or mind setting or meeting of the minds only. So if you have that, you may not implement the minimum wage. Thank you. Any question po?
Sige sir, nagtatype pa siguro ang ating mga mentees. But while waiting, sir, ano pong updates natin sa ongoing deliberations ng minimum wage for Region 9? Kailan ho ba lalabas yung kung meron mang revision or increase?
Actually po, na-ready ko na po yung slides ko kanina, but I have seen RTWPB. I think RTWPB will discuss on that matter. May we know if nandyan pa rin yung representative of RTWPB?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Brenda, please proceed.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Brenda Quintas of the RTWPD. So, for the
Okay.
question po, yes po.
Later na lang siguro ma'am sa discussion niyo ma'am, no?
Sige po, sir.
I-park lang natin yung question sir, pamaya may discussion si ma'am para ma-discuss po yung mga wage consultations and hearing po.
Okay, sir.
So, my question po tayo.
Good PM, Mr. Dolly po. Per hour po ang employee, may 13-month and benefits ba ang employee?
Well, generally, all employees are entitled of 13-month pay. So anyone who is already who have worked at least 1 month, they are already entitled of the 13-month pay. Prorated lang po. So ibig sabihin, the total basic income, yung 13-month equation natin is 13-month pay equals to total basic income in the year divided by 12 po. So kung at least 1 month siya naka-render, or kung every hour lang siya naabutan niya yung one month, so total niya sa basic lang i-divide natin by 12. That would be the 13-month 13-month pay. So what else?
I hope that answers the question of Ma'am Teresa Takay Humalon. Another one, sir, ask ko lang po, pila ang minimum wage sa usa ka barista diri sa Region 9?
So for the minimum wage, we have two categories, the non-agri and agricultural sector. So for non-agri, 316 po, and for non-agri 316, and for agri is 303. Pero may kolatilya po tayo doon sa 316. If you are working in a retail store or service establishment, depende po sa number of workers. So 31 and below, 30 and below na workers, 316 po under sa retailer or services. Sorry. 316 po for 31 and above sa retailer or services. Ulitin natin na, for retailer and services, 31 workers and above, 316. 30 workers and below, 303 para sa non-agri. The rest, 360 na under sa non-agri. For agri, 303. So sa barista, kung anong branch kayo, in totality, more than 31 kayo, di 316. Pero kung less than kayo sa 31 or 30 and below kayo, 303 lang as of now.
Okay, sir. Another question here is, hello, sir. Ask lang po ko if nanabay budget sa AKAP Dole.
Based on dito sa information, meron na tayong budget, but we are still working with the requirements kasi yung iba wala pang requirements and they're trying to comply And through the OWA, sila kasi yung leading agency for that, and we are dinownload lang sa DOLE until makokompleto po yung mga requirements. And sooner, marirelease din po yan. I think you were already called kung sino po ang mga na-approve doon sa application. And hopefully, very soon, ma-release na yung AKAP po.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another one from Zamboanga City, Ma'am Emeline. Sir, okay lang din naman po ang commission-based wage, right? So di sila pwedeng mag-require ng 13-month pay from employer?
Commission. Yes, depende po sa situation talaga. Meron kasing mga establishments nagbibigay ng floor wage plus commission. So every employee is entitled of 13-month pay. So basta yung total nila as I explained earlier doon sa yung computation niya is total basic income divided by 12. So regarding po kung commission siya or contractual ba siya, basta po please consider po na before tayo mag-apply yung labor laws, dapat meron tinatawag na employer-employee relationship. Dapat nag-e-exist. So doon sa existence po ng employer-employee relationship, we have a fourfold test, no? Before pwede mag-apply yung labor law. So number one is dapat we will know kung sino nag-hire, sino pwede mag-fire, magtanggal sa trabaho, sino nagbabayad ng sweldo, and of course, the most important measure is sino nagko-control sa means ng trabaho niya. So siya yung employer. So there exists an employer-employee relationship with that. So pwede i-apply. Pero yung sa mga commission, like for example, dun sa, let's say sa Avon, doon lang binibenta lang nila without any control, doon lang sila magko-commission, that is another thing. So walang employer-employee relationship. Hindi i-apply yung minimum wage law natin dito and the rest of the labor laws po.
Okay, I think we'll now have our last two questions. Magkano po ba ang monthly wages? Siguro wala namang monthly pero paki-explain na lang, sir.
Yes, ang monthly wages talaga. Meron tayong, sinabi ko kanina, I have said that there are two categories, yung 316 and 303. Pag non-agricultural sector, 316 yan. Pag agricultural sector, 303. So, if you're talking about monthly paid, every day of the year is being paid. So like for example, 316, i-times natin yan 365 days divided by 12, yan ang monthly paid. But if you are kung hindi naman every day of the year, then you are daily paid. So kung daily paid, yun po ang 316. Okay? So meron kasing mga establishment nagbabayad pati yung Sunday kahit hindi ka nagre-report. So yun ang tinatawag na monthly paid talaga. So every day of the year is being paid, which is the factor niya is 365 days. So i-multiply natin doon sa minimum wage natin or whatever is applicable in your company, i-times natin 365 divided by 12. So yun ang monthly paid.
Okay, sir. So we have 5 minutes more. Next from Carnazon, Santander. How about po yung nasa construction as a worker? Compulsory po ba o hindi? Sa isang company ang social benefits sa bawat worker?
Yes, lahat po actually are mandatory po. On the very first day of employment, the social welfare benefits are mandatory. So like for instance, bakit naman kung contractual lang siya, hindi na siya dapat or sa construction lang siya? The more ang construction industry po kailangan ng social benefits because like for instance sa SSS, kung magdisgrasya ka, you will not be covered under ECC. You will not be covered under sickness. So what is important is, please remember this. On the very first day of your employment, you shall be entitled of the social welfare benefits. Dapat bayaran po kayo. Sa SSS, on the very first day, dapat i-report na po kayo doon sa SSS. na you are an employee of that company para ma-cover po kayo kahit wala pang remittance. So, in line with your question, lahat po are mandatory yung social protection, social welfare benefits, including under BAMBI. Sa BAMBI is, you may not implement lang the minimum wage, pero social welfare benefits are mandatory.
Okay, sir. And we're now down to our last question. Good AM, sir, or good PM, sir. During sa Saturday, may overtime kami twice a month. Tapos yung rate namin na nare-receive ay 30% sa aming basic. Tama po ba yun?
Okay, let's define what is overtime and what is rest day pay. Overtime is an excess of 8 hours work. Pag overtime na yan, the rest, after the 8 hours, yan ang overtime. Pero kung pinapatrabaho kayo on Saturday, if you're working only for 5 days, then the Saturday now becomes a rest day pay. So, ang rest day pay, base sa labor laws natin, plus 30%. So, tama po yun. Pero pag sinasabi natin yung overtime in excess of 8 hours, plus 25% lang kung ordinary days, plus 30% for every hour kung special or holiday. So, let's distinguish between rest day pay and overtime pay. Okay?
Okay, sir. May follow-up po si Ma'am Emeline. So meaning, if it's commission basis, ang wage ng staff ay di na po i-register sa DOLE?
I-register? Please clarify your question. Ano yung i-register po?
Hi. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello po.
Ma'am, please
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Kasi tulad sa amin, sa ano po man yun, maliit na barber salon po siya. So, yung wage ko kasi it's on commission basis, which is 50-50. 50% sa kanilang income ay mapupunta sa salon, then 50% sa kanila. So, which is okay naman po sa kanila. Now, since it's commission basis, okay lang po na hindi na sila i-register sa DOLE. Commission basis po kasi ang mode of namin payment for them. Kasi that's half talaga
Yung commission, yung sinasabi niyo ma'am na i-register sa DOLE, I don't know exactly kung ano, baka sinasabi niyo kung under ba sila sa DOLE or hindi, no? But ang rule lang dito is pag yung trabaho nila, i-divide natin yung, for example, 316 divided by 8, that would be around 40 pesos plus, no? Let me check. Just to clarify the question, 316 divided by 8. Sorry. So, that would be 39.50, no? 316 divided by 8. 39.50. So, kung nagtrabaho siya, pagputol ng buhok, is more than 39.50 at hindi inabutan ng 1 hour, nasa minimum pa rin siya. So, kung may control kayo sa kanya, ma'am, basta may control kayo, ibig sabihin, sinasahuran nyo siya, kinokontrol nyo siya, anong oras papasok, tapos pwede nyo siya tanggalin, empleyado niya po kayo. So, under kayo sa DOLE. So, in terms sa salary niya, kung 50-50, like for example, magkano ba yung pagputol ng buhok, ma'am? Let's say 50 pesos.
50.
25 pesos pupunta sa kanya. So, that would, hindi aabot ng 1 hour yan. So, 25, kung dalawang ulo yan, so that would be 50 pesos, isang oras, like for example. So, that is more than already sa minimum wage. Pwede yan per piece or commission base na basta what is important is sa 1 hour, hindi siya bababa doon sa minimum wage requirement natin. So, in terms sa kung sinasabi nyo kung under ba siya sa DOLE, baka ibig sabihin po ninyo, ma'am, you're trying to say na walang employer-employee relationship. There exists pa rin, ma'am, pero depende talaga sa assessment doon sa sinasabi nyo ngayon. Yan lang pwede I can only answer on your ma'am, no? On your given facts, pero depende talaga during sa assessment. So, in relation to that, ma'am, yung sa sinasabi nyo lang, ano ba, kinokontrol nyo yung oras niya, may oras ba siya pupunta, kayo ba nag-hire talaga sa kanya, so if that is the case, there is a control and the manner of you control the manner of output nila, then you are an employer. Therefore, there exists an employer-employee relationship. Hence, apply po yung labor laws natin. So, pasok po siya sa DOLE. Thank you. Hope that would answer your question, ma'am.
Okay, maraming salamat po ma'am, and thank you din Sir Franklin. So time is up for our open forum for the Department of Labor and Employment. We'll now request the Secretariat to please flash on the screen the certificate for our resource person. Okay, so we have here the certificate of appreciation for our resource person. The Department of Trade and Industry and the Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, Negosyo, present this certificate of appreciation to Sir Franklin T. Rivera for selflessly sharing the programs and services of the Department of Labor and Employment during the Kapatid Mentor Me Money Market Encounter online program Government Services Forum. Given this 19th day of May 2022, signed Ramon M. Lopez, Secretary of the Department of Trade and Industry, and Jose Maria Concepcion III, Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship. So maraming salamat po. Palakpakan po natin si Sir Franklin for sharing to us.
Thank you very much, Sir Rick.
And services for our mentees. Sa ating mga mentees na meron pang mga tanong, I'm sure Sir Franklin will still be around. So i-chat nyo na lang siya para he can directly respond to your queries. We'll now proceed to the next. We have the presentation of programs and services for our MSMEs from DICT. So may we now request our Secretariat, paki-spotlight po ng ating resource person from DICT. Okay, so let me introduce our resource person. She graduated Bachelor of Science in Information Technology in the year 2015 at the Ateneo de Zamboanga University. She started working for the DICT in the year 2016, where she has been assigned to various projects like Tech for Ed project and the EBPLS, or Electronic Business Permits and Licensing System. Currently, she is the project lead for Tech for Ed and the ICT Industry Development, ICT Region 9 and Basulta. So mentees, let us welcome our resource person for this afternoon, Ma'am Ana Crisilda O. Natividad Zaragoza. Ma'am.
Thank you, Sir Rick Dalid. Good afternoon to everyone. I hope naririnig po ako.
Yes, ma'am, loud and clear.
Thank you, sir. So again, good afternoon to everyone, to the Regional Director of DTI 9, Engineer Alzamir Lipae, to all agencies who are here, DOLE, DOST, DTI, to the mentees, and to everyone present here in Zoom. First of all, thank you for the invitation to the Kapatid Mentor Me Online Government Services Forum. So I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Ana Criselda Natividad Zaragoza, the focal for the ICT industry development of the ICT Mindanao Cluster 1. So si Mindanao Cluster 1, ang provinces na hawak po niya is Zamboanga Peninsula, Zamboanga del Sur, del Norte Sibugay, and Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. So in this presentation, I will be talking about the programs and initiatives that we have that can support the MSMEs as they endeavor to stay competitive in the new normal. But before I proceed with the programs and initiatives of the ICT, let me first discuss with you what we do in our department. So CDICT, or Department of Information and Communications Technology, we are mandated by the Republic Act, RA 10844, or the DICT Act of 2015, to be the primary policy planning, coordinating, implementing, and administrative entity of the executive branch of the government that will plan, develop, and promote the national ICT development agenda. And last 2021, to commemorate its 5th anniversary, the DICT launched the CHIP conceptual framework. So CHIP stands for C, Connect, H, Harness, I, Innovate, and P, Protect, which aims to improve the Philippines' readiness for full and inclusive participation in the global digital economy and as a driver of digital transformation. So let me explain the different components of the ICT or yung chip conceptual framework. First, C-Connect. This component pertains to building the country's digital infrastructure to establish and strengthen the foundation of digital transformation. Then si Harness naman, si DICT is upskilling Filipinos to ensure the readiness of the local workforce to contribute to the country's global competitiveness. So yung department namin is dedicated to helping speed up the IT BPM industry growth, enhance competitiveness of Philippine workers, firms, small, medium enterprises in the global markets for ICT and ICT-enabled sectors. So this is where you come in. For Innovate, the ICT focuses on continuous digitalization and integration of government and business services online pursuant to the Republic Act 11032 or yung Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018. And finally, under the Protect component, the ICT is focused on mitigating risks on cybersecurity and privacy, digital monopoly, and inequality of opportunities as more businesses, academia, and even other government institutions shift their operations online. So in relation to enhancing competitiveness of Philippine workers, firms, and small and medium enterprises in the global markets for ICT and ICT-enabled sectors, and for the MSMEs to stay competitive in the new normal, we have the following programs and initiatives to offer to them. First, we have this, formerly known as the RIS program or yung Rural Impact Sourcing Program, na ngayon ang tawag na natin sa kanya ay Digital Jobs PH program. This aims to capacitate people in the countryside to do online freelancing as a means of livelihood. So yung program na to, it has allowed people in the countryside to gain employment while working from home. And part of the program is also capacitating micro, small, and medium enterprises or yung mga MSMEs natin to increase their market coverage through the use of e-commerce. Trainees for this program will undergo practical exercises, which includes a 21-day campaign wherein trainees will create digital campaign strategies for MSMEs. And through the project, in the past years, 381 websites were developed for MSMEs and were able to generate more than 10 million na rin in revenue. So our department aims to further provide better service and more valuable courses in the future endeavors of the program. So yung mga technical training namin, it aims to offer courses which are significant to land mga highly in-demand online jobs worldwide, which includes but not limited to digital marketing, e-commerce, web development, social media marketing, advertising, search engine marketing, content writing, graphic design, and virtual assistants. So let me just explain to you yung digital marketing or e-commerce course offered by the Digital Jobs program. So this course, yung digital marketing e-commerce, this will commence this September 2022 and only requires the presence of the MSMEs. And further, this training recognizes yung role ng MSMEs natin to provide employment opportunities and contribute to economic growth, especially within their locality. So by increasing competency of the talent, this training will also serve as an avenue to promote the use of e-commerce by MSMEs. So again, itong training na to is a 12 days face-to-face training with 21 days online campaign, which aims to promote freelancer profile of the trainees as well as their partner MSMEs products or services. And topics under this course include, but are not limited to, mga branding for companies, products or service, web development, product photography, content writing, customer relationship management, email follow-through, data privacy law, and many, many more topics. So aside from the digital marketing or e-commerce course, the Digital Jobs program also offers other courses which you might find interesting. So we have social media marketing, graphic design, coding bootcamps, digital jobs, technical training for teachers, and lots more. So naka-display sa screen yung mga schedule for the different available courses for Region 9 and Basulta. So share ko lang rin to, just recently, no, we had a virtual graduation for 25 trainees from Universidad de Zamboanga who acquired skills in graphic design using Canva and successfully reaped the fruit of their labor. So by way of background, yung graphic design course rin is a basic entry-level course for anyone na interested in creatives commonly used for content marketing. So if you're interested in marketing your products or services online, this course can be useful to you. So it's a skill that actually anyone can use in any industry. So easy to learn and can be done by anyone regardless of educational or work background. And unlimited earning opportunities await yung mga graphic designers when they learn how to sell their services, especially if they have identified their specific markets. So next, si ICT Literacy Competency and Development naman is, it's actually a bureau of the DICT. And yung kanina na binabanggit ko, si Digital Jobs Program, it's actually under this bureau, kay ILCDB. So yun yung shortcut namin for ICT Literacy Competency and Development. Okay, so si ILCD, ang pinaka-aim niya is to develop and implement ICT literacy and competency development programs to harness competitiveness of current and future workforce and yung marginalized and special needs sector towards an ICT-enabled society. So again, yung digital jobs is actually, you mentioned earlier, is actually under the ILCD. And aside from this, may iba-ibang programs rin si ILCD that offer a variety of courses and topics for upskilling which you might find interesting. So we have courses, for example, for digital education para sa mga teachers and sa digital workforce. So we have here yung mga webinars namin, upcoming webinars namin this June. So we have the following as you can see on screen. And of course, hindi lang naman siya limited dito. So for you to know more about our upcoming webinars and other trainings, you may always visit us on our Facebook page. Just search DICT Mindanao Cluster 1. And for everybody's information, no, we mostly do webinars to reach to more audience. And siguro naman baka yung iba sa inyo dito nakapag-attend ng previous webinars namin through Zoom or Facebook Live. So itong webinars namin, this initiative started in the year 2020, nung outbreak ng pandemic. So since 2020, we have done multiple webinars covering various topics. And with this, gusto ko rin i-introduce sa inyo yung learning management system namin. So we have developed this learning management system or LMS to be able to cater to more audience and so that people can revisit previous webinars that we have conducted. You may visit the LMS through the link as you can see on screen. And yung LMS namin, it's basically a website that you can visit, parang Facebook rin siya, na you'll register, you log in to your account. And it offers a variety of topics, including the remote teaching and learning series in partnership with UPOU and many more. And for you to know more details about LMS, so let's watch this video. Okay, so I'm having some technical difficulties lang po.
Have you missed any of our remote teaching and learning webinar sessions with the UP Open University? Great news! All 9 sessions and more are now available in replays in one learning platform. The DICT Mindanao Cluster 1 Learning Management System. You can now freely access our webinar replay videos, register for upcoming webinars, learn at your own pace and your own free time, and earn your certificates right away after passing the assessment quizzes. To start, go to linktree/dictmc1.lms. Tap on the Click Here button and register an account. Log in your account credentials and go to Recorded Courses. Select a webinar replay you want to watch and click Join. Watch the replay video, and once you already feel confident about your learnings, take the quiz and download your certificate. It's that easy. Never miss another webinar. Go to linktree/dictmc1.lms and register an account today. The Remote Teaching and Learning webinar series, in partnership with the UP Open University, is recognized globally as a world champion in the World Summit of Information Society Crisis 2021 under the Capacity Building category. An initiative by the Department of Information and Communications Technology, Mindanao Cluster 1.
So there you have it. So again po yung LMS namin, you may, if you're interested, you may visit the link, register an account, and you may explore yung mga different webinars namin that we have conducted in the past. And of course, we also give out certificates for those who have completed a webinar and if nakapasa po kayo sa quiz after ng webinar. So for more information about our initiatives and other programs that we offer in the ICT, you may always visit us on our Facebook page. Search nyo lang DICT Mindanao Cluster 1, or you may also send us an email through our email address at info.region9basulta@dict.gov.ph or training.region9basulta@dict.gov.ph. So with this, I would like to thank everyone for listening, and I hope that yung programs and initiatives will be able to help the MSMEs for their upskilling and help them stay competitive sa new normal. So good afternoon and thank you very much.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Ma'am Chris. Proceed na po tayo sa 10-minute open forum. So we are again requesting our mentees. Send lang po natin mga questions sa ating chat box para masagot sa ating partner from DICT. Ma'am, ask ko lang, ma'am, may mga offices po ba tayo ang DICT sa iba't ibang provinces sa Region 9?
Yes, sir. We have offices po, different offices dito sa region. So for Zamboanga City, yung office po namin is located po siya sa likod lang po ng City Hall. And for Del Norte, it's located in Dipolog City. Sa Del Sur naman, sa Pagadian. And sa Sibugay, it's located in Ipil. We also have offices sa Basulta if anyone here is from Basulta. So we have in Isabela City Basilan, in Sulu, located in Holo, and sa Bonggao, Tawi-Tawi.
Okay, salamat ma'am. So again, we are inaanyayahan po natin ating mga mentees. We still have 10 minutes for the open forum. Kung meron kayong mga questions, i-chat lang po or mag-raise ng inyong mga hands or kamay para ma-spotlight natin for your questions. Okay, so may tanong po dito si Ma'am Teresa Takay Humalon. Nakakaintindi ba ng Bisaya si Ma'am?
Hindi po, sir.
Kasi sabi ni Ma'am Teresa Takay Humalon, pwede binisayon nimo ma'am unsay buot pasabot ana sa inyong programa kay dili tanan makakuha unsay pasabot. Siguro itagalize na lang ni ma'am, ano yung pinaka buod na programa ng DICT ma'am na
Apo.
sa ating mga MSMEs?
Sige sir. Bale sir, for MSMEs, no, we have mga webinars na pwede nilang, yung through our LMS, pwede nilang i-revisit if ever na may mga magustuhan silang topic. So, and another is yung digital jobs program namin na which will commence this September. So, abang-abang lang po sila sa Facebook page namin for any announcement if magko-call na ba for application. So, yung digital jobs kasi may training po siya na i-offer specifically tailored para sa mga MSMEs. And yung topics na i-discuss doon is how to help them transition to e-commerce. Yun po, ma'am.
Okay, yung po ma'am, Ma'am Teresa, ambot niya
Okay na
pasabot
ba yun, ma'am?
gagmay negosante. Uso na magod karon ma'am ang paggamit sa atong digital platforms no sa social media, sama sa Facebook or dito ta sa ato ang email, mga Gmail, Yahoo. So ang mga trainings ma'am unsaon paggamit sa atong mga nagkalain-lain nga social media or digital platforms, ginahatag na siya sa DICT. So para sa schedule o kanusa og aha, pwede po nato ma'am i-like ang ilang Facebook page. Ma'am, pwede po natin ma-type yung ating Facebook page sa ating chat para makuha po ng ating mga mentees. Okay, so sa mga interested po na mga mentees no, na mag-attend ng training dahil libre po ang training na binibigay ng DICT, yan po ang kanilang Facebook page, DICT Mindanao Cluster 1. Tama ho ma'am, lahat po ng trainings na binibigay ng DICT, libre at saka may certificate ma'am, tama po ba?
Yes, sir. May mga certificates yun, sir. Basta make sure lang na ifa-follow nila yung instructions for you to get your certificate. And also, no, in addition na rin, if ever na, example, kailangan nyo ng mga computer resources or internet connection, so pwede nyo pong i-visit yung mga offices po namin sa iba't ibang province kasi may open naman po siya for clients, for walk-in clients if ever you are in need sa mga computers or internet connection.
Okay, pero ang ibig sabihin ni ma'am, yung paggamit na ng facility, pero hindi po kayo namimigay ng computers.
Opo, yung paggamit lang ng facility.
Okay, nagtatanong si Ma'am Teresa, saan daw ang office niyo ma'am sa IPIL?
Sa IPIL, wala po ako yung specific address, but siguro ma'am, balikan ko po kayo ma'am, kasi nagpalit po kasi kami ng location. So, kakalipat lang rin nila doon. So, yung specific address po, pwede ko po siyang ibigay sa inyo later on.
Okay, ma'am. Lahat ho ba ma'am ng office niyo sa iba't ibang provinces, merong center where our MSMEs pwede pong gumamit ng computer na meron ng internet connection?
Yes po, meron sir.
And open po sila ma'am Monday to Friday, 8 to 5.
Yes po.
Okay, so sa ating mga MSMEs na walang magamit na computer, na kailangan may internet connection, bisita lang po kayo sa DICT office. Meron po silang facility for our MSMEs. And then, ang tanong ni Rocky Juliano, may Dipolog City office po ba tayo, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Meron din po kaming office sa Dipolog City, Zamora Street. Yun, dun po, sir, yung office po namin.
Okay, nasa Zamora Street daw po ang sa Dipolog. We still have 5 minutes. Sa may Monmon na building po ang DICT office sa Ipil, sa gilid ng Iglesia ni Cristo na church, second floor. Okay, Ma'am Teresa, yan po ang address ng DICT sa Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay.
Okay, sa ngayon, sir, no, yung DICT office po talaga namin is by province. How about sa Sindangan, CTN? So, actually, yung DICT is may mga Tech for Ed centers din kami. Actually, yung Tech for Ed is another program, another project of DICT. So, may Tech for Ed centers rin naman sa sindangan that you can utilize and use the mga equipments and facilities. So siguro for the list of Tech for Ed centers that you can visit, pwede ko pong ibigay yung list and yung address or contact information nila sa organizers po from DTI, and then siguro sila na lang yung mag-disseminate po sa inyo ng iba't ibang Tech for Ed centers and the ICT offices na meron po kami for you to utilize. Sa Pagadian, yes po, meron po sa Pagadian, CDICT sa Palangasan, yung ano yung near LTO. Malapit po kami sa LTO, sa Pagadian.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I think that wraps up our open forum for DICT. May we request the Secretariat to please flash the certificate for our resource person. Okay, so we have here the certificate of appreciation for our resource person. Department of Trade and Industry and Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, Go Negosyo, present this certificate of appreciation to Ma'am Ana Criselda O. Natividad Zaragoza for selflessly sharing the programs and services of the Department of Information and Communication Technology, or DICT, during the Kapatid Mentor Me Money Market Encounter online program, Government Services Forum. Given this 19th day of May 2022, signed Ramon M. Lopez, Secretary DTI, and Jose Maria Concepcion III, Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship. So maraming salamat po, Ma'am Chris Natividad, for being with us this afternoon during the KMME Services Forum. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you rin po.
So we'll now proceed with our next session. Please spotlight our next resource person from FDA 9. Okay, so we have 3 more resource person. And let me introduce our resource person from FDA 9. Currently, she is the licensing officer of FDA Regional Office 9, covering all centers, drug, food, medical device, cosmetics. She is a pharmacist by profession. She also earned bachelor's degree from the University of Santo Tomas, Manila in 1984, and has worked in manufacturing, hospital, and community pharmacy for 17 years before joining FDA in 2001. So ladies and gentlemen, mentees, let us welcome to our virtual floor, Ma'am Marichel L. Navarro. Ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, Sir Rick, Dalit, for the introduction. So good afternoon to everyone. Okay na?
Yes, ma'am, you may proceed.
Okay po. So I will be assisted by Ma'am Ren. Nagpapashare po ako ng slide natin. Okay na, Sir Rick, ang aking slide. Binigay ko kay Ma'am Ren for the sharing, for sharing it.
Okay, so paki-share na po ng presentation ni ma'am.
Ay, hindi daw clear ang first. Ma'am Ren. Sir Rick, okay na po tayo? Kung ako na lang mag-ano ng slide.
Hindi pa na-share, ma'am, yung
Yes.
presentation.
Sharing pa, ma'am. Sharing pa. Saglit lang.
Okay, sorry. So habang hinihintay natin si Ma'am, so kami po sa Food and Drug Administration, no? So for short, FDA. Huwag po natin Magkamali na FDA is not DFA. Ang DFA po is Department of Foreign Affairs. Sila yung nagbibigay ng passports natin. Kasi kadalasan po nagkakamali ang mga tao sa amin, akala nila kaming DFA. But we are the Food and Drug Administration. No? So FDA po. Dati, BFAD tayo. Bureau of Food and Drug Administration. Bureau of Food and Drugs. Wala na po. No? So FDA na po tayo. Okay? So next slide po. So ang vision po ng Food and Drug Administration is to be an internationally recognized center of excellence in health product regulation. So,
Ma'am, sorry Ma'am Marichelle. Kasi yung boses po nila ma'am hindi siya klaro.
Ay, wala. Hello.
Mahina.
Hello. Ano na ako, earphone. Para mas klaro siya. What if hindi ako mag-earphone? Ma'am, i-try ko kung walang earphone, ha? Okay, ganito po. Klaro po ako, ma'am. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes ma'am, mas okay siya kaysa kanila ma'am.
Okay, mas better pa pala ganito. Okay, so we continue po. Sorry for the inconvenience and for the everything. No? So ang Food and Drug Administration po is an international recognized center of excellence in health product regulation. So health product regulation by 2026. Yan po ang vision natin. Ang mission po natin is to guarantee the safety, quality, purity, and efficacy of products in order to protect and promote the right to health of the general public. So kami po yan. Ha? Now, what do we do in FDA? We are the regulatory agency under the Department of Health. We are responsible for ensuring the safety, efficacy, and quality of health products. And we are committed po to advance the public health by helping the public get the accurate, science-based information they need to use health products. So when we say science-based information, talagang may studies. Hindi lang tayo basta-basta, no? So meron po tayong science-based information studies, evidences, no? We need to use health products and we bring services closer to the people by establishing regional field offices in all regions of the country. So tayo po dito sa Zamboanga Peninsula, no? Later and for ilang araw na lang sa June 25, we will be in Pagadian City already. Okay. So, ano po ang services namin? We issue license to operate. Yan po ang sinasabi natin, LTO. Huwag natin magkamali yung LTO doon sa masasakyan. No? Tayo po, license to operate. Ng regulated establishments. And then we issue product market authorization. Ito po yung sinasabi natin CPR, Certificate of Product Registration. Kung yung license to operate is for the establishment, ang CPR naman po is for the product. Huwag natin i-interpret. And then we also conduct post-marketing surveillance, PMS ang tawag dyan. Kasi i-ensure po namin ang compliance ng health products available in the market to the established standards. Kasi baka meron po nakalusot, no, hindi rehistrado, nakalusot sa market, yan po ang gagawin natin. Huhulihin natin sila. Okay. And then executes rulings, orders, and decisions in connection with violations concerning regulation of health products. Meron po kaming unit called REU, the Regulatory Enforcement Unit. Itong unit na ito, sila po yung nag-e-execute ng mga orders. Kung meron mga violations, sila ang nagpapasara, sila yung police namin, no? Okay. Ngayon, ano po ang gina-regulate ng FDA? Ang mga gina-regulate po ng FDA are manufacturers, no? Manufacturers, traders, at saka distributors of what? Food, drug, cosmetic, toys, medical devices, at saka pesticides, cosmetics also, no? Okay. Ano pa po? So ito po yung ating application process. So kung mag-apply, may mga bagong manufacturers, kay lahat tayo dito sa Zoom are food manufacturers, no? So mag-apply po tayo ng license to operate bago kayo mag-operate ng inyong production area, no? Okay. So ang ating application process po i-represent na natin ngayon, no? Okay. So habang inaayos pa ni Ren, ano pala, I would like to announce, nakalimutan kanina, I would like to announce that we have a new cluster director already, no? So kung meron kayo mga sulat, may mga communications, please address our communications to Sharon Rose P. Garcia. She's our new cluster director for Mindanao West Cluster. Okay. Okay, nasaan na po tayo? Sige, proceed na lang tayo, Ma'am Ren. Doon na tayo sa application process. Tapos na po yan, Ma'am Ren. Okay, dito na po tayo. Ito po yung ating application process. Una-una, i-prepare natin yung requirements. And then, we will request for user account. And then, the last is the accomplishment to accomplish the ELTO. Ang E, ibig sabihin, electronic. No? So, wala na po tayong hard copies. Sa internet na po ang pag-apply ng LTO. No? Okay, so, now, ano po yung requirements natin? Pag initial, ibig sabihin bago kayong company, no, you would like to apply for license to operate. So according to Administrative Order 0017, isa po sa requirements ninyo, dapat meron po kayo na identify na food safety compliance officer ninyo or regulatory officer. This is for the food establishment, no? Na paano natin malalaman kay siya talaga ang food safety compliance officer natin? Meron siyang na-attend na seminar, no? Like for example, FDA licensing seminar, or naka-attend siya ng GMP or HACCP or any food safety seminar. So, yan po ang proof na siya talaga ang company's regulatory officer, no? Okay. Next po, ang next na requirement is your people, your personnel. So sa isang food manufacturing establishment, dapat po meron kayong mga tauhan na who will be competent as your production manager, your quality assurance and quality control, your food safety officer, and any senior technical personnel. Okay. So siguro, pag dalawa lang ang tao ninyo, example, home-based kayo, no? So at least dalawa, meron kayong dalawa na tutulungan sa production. So either one will be the production and the other one will be the quality assurance. Hindi po pwede isang tao ang production at saka quality control. No? Hindi po pwede. Dapat separate na tao sila para meron po kayong check and counter check sa inyong production area. No? Now, most probably, the owner would always be the production manager and the food safety officer. No? So, yun lang po. And the next requirement na i-upload ninyo sa application ninyo will be the legal documents. Like for example, ang legal documents would be DTI. Okay, next slide na po, Ma'am Ren. Okay, ito po yung proof of business name registration ninyo. So dapat meron na kayong business name registration. Na kung ano kayo, single proprietorship, dapat DTI. Kung corporation kayo, SEC, no? Kung cooperative kayo, dapat meron kayong CDA, no? Yung SEC at saka CDA, hindi ba meron kayong articles of incorporators? O, dapat kasali rin yun. Kasi kadalasan po, ang mga nag-a-apply, one page sinasubmit nila sa CDA, no? Hindi po, kulang po yun. So, ang step ninyo dapat included yung dapat yung purpose, yung primary and secondary purpose, and then meron yung articles of incorporators, and the secretary's certificate. So, dapat kompleto po ang hindi kinakarat-karat si ma'am. Ano yun? Ay, excuse me. Hindi ninyo akong narinig, ma'am? Static. Static daw. Ang sa akin. Static. Hello?
Kanina medyo maingay. Pero okay na ma'am, nawala na yung ingay ma'am.
Okay na ngayon? Okay. Sige. I will proceed.
Yes ma'am.
Okay, sige po. Tapos, kung government, kung government entity or government, ano ba ito tawag? Government owned or controlled corporation, in lieu of the DTI or SEC, dapat makasubmit kayo ng the law creating the establishment with original charter or SEC po ninyo and articles of incorporation kung without original charter. Ha? So may 4 na klase po ang ating proof of business name registration. Okay, so we proceed. Another legal document. Okay. So kung ang DTI ninyo or the SEC did not indicate the exact address of your establishment, mag-submit po kayo ng additional mayor's permit or business permit kasi doon po nakalagay kung saan talaga ang address ninyo, ha? Okay. And then proof of another pala ma'am, requirement is your proof of income. So how much is your capital when you put up your establishment or your production area, no? So how much? Kasi binibase po ng FDA kung magkano ang babayaran ninyo based on your capital. Sige, tingnan po natin ang other slides. Meron siyang nakasabi dito. Okay, so ito pag sa bangko na ito. Sige ma'am, i-proceed natin ma'am. Ito po yung mga babayaran. Ito ang babayaran. No? Pag ang capital mo is more than 250,000, for 2 years na po ito, 1,010. Kung over 250, but not more than 500,000, 1,515, and so on and so forth. So kaya pinapasubmit kayo ng FDA ng financial statement ninyo or sworn statement na to declare your operating capital kasi ibe-base po ang bayad ninyo dito sa inyong capital. Okay? So next slide po. Ngayon, tapos na tayo sa requirements, ha? Dito na tayo sa number 2. Kasi hindi tayo naka-apply pag wala tayong user account. Yung username at saka password sinasabi nila, no? So, pwede rin, uunahin ninyo itong request for user account kung habang nag-prepare pa kayo for your documents. Kasi which way na lang, no? Kasi itong requesting for user account, mag-email ka pa rin ito. Okay, let us see how. Tingnan natin kung paano po natin i-apply or i-request itong user account. Okay, next slide please. I-jump na lang natin to the next. Amren, to the next na tayo. Okay. So ito po yung basehan, no? Circular number 2016-004. Okay, next. Okay, ito po. How to request for our ELTO user account. Number 1, you will accomplish the authorization letter. Diyan po sa kabilang page, makikita natin yung format ng authorization letter. Kapihin lang po ninyo yan, i-fill in the blanks lang ninyo. Like for example, in accordance with Republic Act number 9711 and other related issuances, so ilagay mo dyan, Golden Care Bake Shop with business address at ganyan, Ipil, Zamboanga del Sibugay, hereby authorized. So sino po yung representative ninyo, i-authorize ninyo, as the account holder of ELTO and shall be responsible for all applications submitted through the ELTO program system. So, yan po ang format ng ating authorization letter na i-prepare ninyo, ipa-sign sa owner or CEO or authorized officer, tapos ipa-notarize po ninyo yan. No? So we go back to the other side. You send a request for a user account to FDAC. Ito po yung email address na isi-send niyo. So fdac@fda.gov.ph. The following format is specified below with the signed and notarized authorization letter as an attachment. So ganito po. Kung i-open na po ninyo yung email address ninyo, yung email address po ninyo dapat yung sa company, no? Pero kung maliit company ka lang, siguro the email address of the owner, no? Kasi kung ang owner is also the authorized person, better pa kontra ibang tao na hindi mo kilala. And we discourage the bookkeepers to be your authorized person. Kumbaga, i-avoid po natin ang problema in the future. So better pa po, kayo na lang yung order will be the authorized person. Tapos gamitin ninyo ang email address ng owner kung wala kayo yung company. But if you are a big company, gamitin ninyo yung email address ng company, not the email of that person who is doing the email to FDAC, ha? Para walang problema in the future. Okay, ano ang isusulat natin sa email? Ang subject po ninyo is request for ELTO user account. Ang body is, kapihin lang po ninyo yung ABCDE. So, anong email address ng company? And then letter B, sino yung authorized company representative ninyo? No ang bookkeeper, no ang mga hindi ninyo kilala. Ha? So, it should be somebody who is a permanent employee of the company at saka hindi siya yung palipat-lipat ng company. Kasi kayo rin, palipat-lipat rin, mapunta rin yung user account ninyo. Hindi na ninyo makita ulit. And then, yung authorized person ninyo, ano ang position niya sa company? And then, ang contact number niya at saka the company name. Na ngayon, pag natapos na kayo nag-compose ng email ninyo, i-attach na ninyo yung authorization letter po ninyo. Tapos send na ninyo sa FDAC. Okay? So madali na lang po. Okay, next slide. So user account will be sent to the company email address provided in the body of the request and not to the sender's email address. The user account, including the username and password, is company specific and valid for 1 year. So company specific, ibig sabihin po, isang company, isang user account kayo. So example, isang company, kayo, no? Meron kayong drugstore, meron kayong drug wholesaler, meron kayong bakery, so isa lang po ang user account niyo kasi isang owner lang kayo, isang company lang kayo, ha? Okay. Now the FDA should be duly notified through FDAC at fda.gov.ph of any changes concerning the authorized representative. So kung nagbago ang authorized person ninyo, kaagad ninyo i-inform ang FDA, ang FDAC. Or kung gusto ninyo magpa-reactivate ang user account ninyo dahil nag-expire na, matagal na ninyo hindi nagamit, nag-expire, so mag-inform po kayo sa FDAC, no? Reactivation. So the same lang po ang email address nila. And then number 4, issuance of the user account is within 2 working days upon receipt of the complete and compliant request. So kung tama yung email mo na nag-request for the user account, within 2 days, i-expect lang ninyo, sasagot na si FDAC sa inyo. Saan sila sasagot? Doon sa company email na binigay ninyo, yung registered email. Ha? Kaya, para walang problema, dapat laging ino-open active yung email address ninyo na binigay. Ha? Okay. Ngayon, ano po? Applicant companies are required to provide true, correct, updated, and complete information pertaining to their type of application. So wag magkakamali, ha? Documentary requirements also. And then all documents, letter A, all documents for uploading must be in PDF file format. Pag naka Microsoft Word siya or naka JPG siya, hindi siya matanggap ng system, no? So dapat nasa PDF file format po kayo. And then before uploading, all documents must be scanned and complied with. Ang size niya is 100 to 150 dots per inch DPI. So yung mga technical person lang nakakaintindi nito, no? And then number C, file name of documents for uploading should be less than 40 characters in length and should not contain the following characters. Dapat wala siya yung mga kanya, question mark, mga asterisk, gano'n. Dapat maglagay po talaga kay file name. For example, mayor's permit, o gano'n. DTI, o iklaro talaga ninyo para hindi ba yung magkakamali, no? Kung pag-upload ninyo. Okay? So, okay na. Naintindihan na po, no? At klaro. Okay. Next slide. Ito po yung format ng email kung sakali man nakalimutan ninyo ang user account ninyo. Kasi sasabihin ninyo, hi, nawala yung cellphone ko, pati email ko, nawala lahat. Ay, nilayasan ako ng authorized person ko, hindi ko alam ano ang user account ko. Okay. So ganito, mag-email kayo kay FDAC for the account retrieval. So ano ang sasabihin niyo? Subject, request for account retrieval. Ang body of the email should be, you state your company name, yung email address ninyo ginamit doon sa pag-request ng the first e-portal account, and then LTO number or the case number that created using that account, tapos yung name of representative or account holder, at saka yung letter, i-attach ninyo letter na nag-request na kayo for change of owner or authorized officer. Okay na, klaro. Huwag magtago-tago kay FTA, ha, sabihin ninyo ang totoo. Okay. Next. Ang next process is the application na. So mag-accomplish na tayo ng ELTO, Electronic License to Operate. Na pag meron na kayong user account, yung username, password, sinasabi ninyo, pwede na tayo mag-apply. Okay, saan tayo pupunta? Next slide. Pupunta na tayo sa, mag-type na kayo doon sa Google na https colon, tapos hyphen, dalawang diagonal line, tapos eportal.fda.gov.ph. Oh, lalabas na. Yan ang i-type na ninyo. Lalabas na siya. Now, pag meron na, ilagin na ninyo yung username, password ninyo na binigay ni FDAC sa inyo. And then, pag na-open na yung ELTO, i-click ninyo yung new case. New case. Kaya bago pa man kayo, new case. Kung renewal naman kayo, ang i-click ninyo yung case number ng inyong LTO. Di ba? Pag renewal, ha? I-click ninyo yung the same number ng LTO ninyo. Pero pag bago kayo initial, mag-new case kayo. And then you accomplish the application form and the declaration and undertaking. Tapos, question na yan. Sagutin lang ninyo para kayong yung bang nag-apply ng visa or nag-apply ng ano-ano, no? So, mag-upload na kayo ng documentary requirements following the prescribed specifications. Yung katulad sinabi natin na hindi siya, dapat nasa PDF siya, tapos hindi siya masyadong malaki, dapat 100 to 150 DPI, gano'n, ha? Okay. So, kung gusto ninyo mas klaro pa, you can watch the video tutorial on Facebook on how to request for user account and how to accomplish the e-portal. Meron tayo sa Facebook ito. So, pwede ninyo i-type yan, no? Yung facebook.com FTA Philippines. Pwede ninyo yan tutorial, may video siya doon para turuan kayo kung paano step by step. Kasi hindi man kayo makapunta dito sa office namin para paturo, no? Okay, so pwede lang online. Okay? Next. Magbabayad na kayo. Kasi sa application ninyo, automatic na yan. pag nasa bandang huli na kayo, mag-generate ang order of payment, no? Itong order of payment, sasabihin na sa inyo magkano ang babayaran ninyo. Tapos ando na yung lahat ng information. Meron na siyang reference number mo, yung pangalan mo, yung address mo, yung anong klaseng application mo, lahat andoon na yun, no? Plus the amount at the end, the amount of how much you will pay. Na ngayon, pupunta na kayo sa land bank. Land bank lang po ang bangko na tumatanggap ng FDA payment. So, hingiin po ninyo yung on-call payment slip. Now, ano man i-fill up natin dito? Okay. I-fill up ninyo yung Merchant Agency Deposit Account Number. Na kung food kayo, ayan, i-circle na, no? I-triangle na yung, rectangle pala, yung Food Clearing Account Number. 0392-222022. Okay. Pag magkamali kayo ng account number, PY na lang ang bayad niyo. Kaya wag na wag magkamali, ha? Ilagay doon sa account number. Yung name of industry, yan yung pangalan ng company ninyo na nakasaad doon sa DTI. No? Tapos yung notification number or account code, yun na yung reference number ninyo na makikita doon sa order of payment. Oh, mag-start yan siya sa 30000. Yun. Tapos, ang merchant agency name po natin is Food and Drug Administration. Oh, doon kasi mapunta sa kanila ang pera mo, ang bayad mo. Okay. Ngayon, automatic na yan. Si Land Bank, nagre-report na yan siya on a daily basis yung sinong mga tao nagbayad sa FDA. So mag-report na si Land Bank sa FDA, ito yung mga nagbabayad. Okay. Matanggap na ni FDA ang bayad ninyo, it will go through the process already. So pag natapos ng inspection, natapos na lahat, mag-i-issue na si FDA ng license to operate ninyo. So meron na kayong license to operate. So ganito ang itsura ng LTO natin. Tingnan natin sa next page. Okay, next slide please. Yan po ang itsura ng license ninyo. Okay. So makita mo dyan, license to operate as kung anong classic manufacturer ka. Kung food manufacturer, bottled water manufacturer, gano'n, no? And then, pangalan ng establishment mo, and then under that, your address and the owner, the license number, o yan. Yung license number ninyo, yan na yung account code na binayaran ninyo doon sa land bank, yung reference number ninyo. Ganon ang itsura niya. Tapos application type, kung initial kayo, renewal kayo, or variation. Tapos meron siyang validity of your license. Okay, so hanggang kailan lang yung license ninyo. Ngayon, meron siyang note dyan, no? The LTO shall be renewed within 90 days. So within 3 months, before darating sa January 2020, dapat mag-renew na kayo. Okay? Kasi pag hindi kayo mag-renew on time, mamumulta na kayo by surcharge and penalty. And then, ano pang dapat tingnan ninyo? Yung sa baba, sa lowest part, right side, FDA 021241. So, yan yung FDA security code ninyo. No? Tapos kung mapansin po ninyo, ang papel natin, meron security paper. Nakikita mo sa background, meron siya FDA, FDA, FDA. So that means, hindi siya makakopy, no? Hindi ma-imitate or ma-forge. No? Okay, so ganyan po ang itsura ng ating license to operate. Now, when you receive your license to operate, i-check po ninyo kung tama ang pangalan ng establishment ninyo, kung tama yung address ninyo. Para kung sakali man nagkamali, pwede natin kaagad i-request for reissuance. No? Kung reissuance, kung ang FDA ang nagkamali. Pero kung kayo ang nagkamali, dahil kamali ang pag-type ninyo doon sa nag-apply kayo, kailangan natin bayaran. Okay? Sige. Next. Next slide. Okay, so all covered establishments, lahat na may LTO na, may be inspected at any time by FDA as part of its post-marketing surveillance. Okay, so for the information of all food manufacturers and all and all of you, no? There are three kinds. Ibalik mo lang din. Ibalik mo lang, ma'am. So there are three kinds of inspection. We have the initial inspection. Kung bago ka nag-apply, bago ka bibigyan ng license to operate, kailangan i-inspect ka. Kasi titingnan kung nag-comply ka with GMP, Good Manufacturing Practice. Kung na-comply mo man ang documentary requirements, meron pang actual production ang dapat i-inspect. So titingnan. Two sides of the coin titingnan. No? So kung nakapasa si initial application sa inspection, then ma-recommend na siya for license to operate. Then you will have your license to operate. Ngayon, there is also another inspection, the renewal inspection. Okay. After mag-expire na itong initial LTO mo, within 5 years, kay 5 years man ang renewal, no, ng food. So within 5 years, before ka mag-renew, i-inspect ka na ng FDA for your renewal, no, for your renewal. So initial renewal inspection. Okay. There is the third kind of inspection. Ito na yung routine. Sinasabi nila routine na hindi mo malalaman. Hindi kami mag-inform ng company. Kasi routine nga. It's between the initial and the renewal. Within that 5 years, pupunta lang si FDA para mag-spot check ng inyong establishment kung totoo kayo nag-comply sa GMP. Kasi bakit? Sa initial, you were informed. Sa renewal inspection, you were informed. So, natural, you will really prepare, no? Now, there are cases na you might be lenient or you might be, you know, na okay lang. So, yun ang routine inspection, pupuntang FDA para i-check, i-spot check kayo. So, tandaan ninyo ha, may tatlong klaseng inspection. Okay. Now, what are we going to look into during the inspection? Ano ang dapat i-prepare ninyo, no? Pag mag-inspect. Sige, next slide na tayo. Okay, what are we going to look into is the inspection part? Okay, Ma'am Ren. Okay, what to look into during the inspection? Okay, next. We are going to look into the production area. Okay, next slide, ma'am. Okay, yung production area or the processing area, kung saan kayo nagluluto, kung saan kayo nag-prepare ng inyong product. So doon namin titingnan. Ano ang mga tinitingnan ba ng FDA doon sa production area? Okay, so first is your layout, yung process flow mo. So from your raw materials to the finished product. Ano ba nangyari in between the raw materials and the finished product? So yung processing area mo andyan. Now, there are three kinds of process flow. Pwede straight line process flow kung ang production area ninyo pahaba, or you have the L shape, or you have the U shape process flow. It does not matter kung anong klase at process flow mo. Basta importante, hindi siya magsagol-sagol ba, no? So, from the raw material to the cooking, to the finished product. Hindi yung raw material, finished product, tapos cooking. Nagbalik-balik ang inyong mga contamination doon, no? Okay. So, yun ang titingnan. At saka, titingnan rin ng inspector yung water mo, yung cleanliness mo. Ano pa? Ano pang titingnan ng ano? Yung hand washing, may toilet ka ba? Yung sanitation mo? Paano mo pinoprotect yung mga raw materials mo, yung finished product, yung mga equipments mo, paano mo nililinisan ang production area mo, paano mo gina-avoid yung pag-entra ng mga pagpasok ng mga peste, mga ibon, mga ipis, mga butiki, gano'n, no? So titingnan nila lahat yan. Kung mainit ba yung production area mo, or masyadong basa, or slidey or whatever, no? Or mabaho or whatever. So, yan ang titingnan ng inspector sa production area mo. So, that is what we call, as a whole, the good manufacturing practice. Okay na? At least may overview na kayo, no? Ngayon, Yung mga 500, with a capital of 500,000 and below, so kailangan anuhin natin i-practice natin yung good manufacturing practice. Meron yan, pag hindi ninyo alam, hindi pa kayo naka-attend ng seminar nito, pwede ninyo i-download sa website namin, sa FDA website. Meron yan, AO153, para may idea kayo. Kung mag-open kayo ng production area ninyo, malaman na ninyo ano ang dapat sa bubong ninyo, sa dingding ninyo, sa floor ninyo, ganun, at yung mga tao ninyo, ano ang masuot, gano'n, ha? So lahat yan andyan na. Okay, so next slide, Ma'am Ren. Okay, so reminder, after meron na kayong license to operate, no? Na-issue na kayo ng license to operate, ngayon, ang sunod ninyong gagawin, mag-apply na kayo ng product registration, certificate of product registration. Hindi ba? Sinabi ko kanina, earlier, na ang certificate of product registration is for the produkto. Yung facility mo, yung license to operate. Di ba? Okay, so ngayon, meron ka ng license to operate, iparehistrado mo na ang produkto mo para pwede na natin ma-display kahit saan, sa grocery, pwede na ibili pang pasalubong sa abroad, o at least yung business mo going well. Okay? Ganun na ngayon, paano tayo mag-apply ng CPR? Just the same. Sa e-portal pa rin tayo mag-apply ng CPR. No? Tingnan natin sa next slide. Ganon pa rin siya. Sa e-portal pa rin. So, i-type mo yung e-portal. The next slide, Ma'am Ren. I-type mo yung e-portal.fda.gov.ph. Ayan. So, lalabas yung ganyan. Username, password. So, itong username, password, the same lang din yung binigay sa'yo ng FDAC. Kaya lang, meron lang siya sa next page. Pag login mo na ng username, password, okay, mag-login ka na, no? Makita mo sa next page, sige Ma'am Ren, sa next page, para alam natin na yan. Meron kayo ipindot dyan. Mag-new case kayo, tapos lalabas yung Food Product Registration Initial Application. Mag-start case kayo. I-click niyo yan. O yun, lalabas na yan. Anong mga questionnaire? So, mag-type na kayo correctly and complete. Kung anong hinihingi, yun ang ibibigay ninyo. Ha? Kaya you fill up the application very carefully. Huwag tayo magdali-dali. Kasi marami siyang hinihingi, maraming tinatanong, dapat kompleto. Ha? Okay, sige. Anong itsura ng CPR? Kanina pinakita ko sa inyo ang LTO. Ngayon, itong itsura ng CPR. Sige, next slide daw, Ma'am Ren. Okay, ganito ang CPR natin. Meron siyang FDA registration number. Mag-start siya sa FR number. Tapos, Certificate of Product Registration, i-indicate nila kung yung product mo, low risk, medium risk, high risk product. No? Tapos, yung sa baba, product name mo na, ang brand name mo, packaging, company name, address, company LTO, kaya nga dapat may LTO na ikaw. And then manufacturer's name and address. Tapos meron rin yan siya validity. Meron siyang validity dyan sa at least lower part, middle part, may validity rin siya. So again, 3 months before validity, mag-renew na naman kayo, no? And then meron remarks, ano bang remarks dyan? Okay, never mind. Kung hindi ka mag-export, okay lang, no? For local, domestic consumption kayo usually, no? So yan po ang itsura ng ating CPR. Okay. So again, mag-LTO muna kayo, tapos dapat kung mag-apply kayo for LTO, ready na yung production area mo. Kasi pag nag-apply kayo, kaagad naman kayo i-inspect. Na pag mag-inspect na sa inyo, hindi pa kayo ready, standby na naman tayo. No? Okay. So after may LTO na kayo, i-check niyo kung tama yung mga information sa LTO mo, then again, you apply for CPR para makabenta kayo with peace of mind that your product is registered with FDA. Okay? Kaya ano yung sabi natin earlier? FDA ensures that all products na nasa market ay dapat safe, efficient or effective and quality health products. So hindi tayo magpalabas ng produkto na of low and unsafe quality. Okay na. So next, ito po yung address namin. So you can contact us, Food and Drug Administration. We are under Mindanao West Cluster. Sino yung director namin? Sharon Rose P. Garcia, aming director. No? And then, ito po yung address namin. Pero hanggang June 25 na lang itong address. Sooner, we will see you in Pagadian City. Okay, the people there in Sur, we will be seeing you most often. Okay. Pero hindi pa kami sure kung saan sa Pagadian. No? Okay, that will be next month. Now, ano pa? Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Ren, for assisting me in the presentation. Thank you rin, Sir Rick.
Okay, ma'am. Maraming salamat po. We'll now proceed to our 10-minute open forum regarding po sa programs and services ng Food and Drugs Administration. Okay, so nandito po sa chat box. Basta, okay, wala pa po. So, mentees, it's your chance, lalo na yung mga nasa food processing sector.
Wala question. Sagutin sa
May Facebook page po ba tayo, ma'am, para ma-chat natin sa ating chat box?
Oh, sir, may Facebook kami sa FDA. Meron, sir. Wait, ha? Anong Facebook natin din? Ano yung nasa Facebook?
Sige, ma'am. While waiting for your Facebook page, meron na pong tanong, ma'am, si Ma'am Carnazon Santander. Sa application po ng CPR, nagmamatter po ba ang packaging?
Yes po. Meron doon portion sa application na mag-upload ka ng scanned copy of the packaging material. All sides of the packaging material. Meron po.
Okay, then ilang weeks po ba ma-release ang CPR, ma'am? That's from Andrew Ilagan of Zamboanga del Norte.
I cannot tell the exact number of days or weeks. Basta ang importante, if you apply it correctly and completely, may ARTA naman tayo. Kaagad yan within the time frame, gagawin niya ng FDA unless there are some non-compliance. So, pag merong non-compliance, ibabalik na naman niya sa company to comply with the lacking requirements or incomplete or mga requirements na hindi niya na what's this? The standard of FDA, no? Hindi nila na-comply. Okay. Sir, ito po ang ating ating Facebook. I-type ko na lang sa chat box. Wait, sir. Type ko sa chat box.
Okay, ma'am. Next question po from Roberto Endino. Salamat, ma'am. May idea na kami how to develop our product for public or government recognition. Hope matulungan mo kami sa FDA registration.
Opo, anytime. May number, may ano naman po kami, Facebook at saka for now, up to now, here in Zamboanga, we have the telephone number 984-0651. Pwede naman po tumawag. Or email. Email, sir. Pwede rin. Mabilis rin ang email. Pati email na dyan, ilagay ng email natin. 0662. Sorry, sir. May assistant ako naka-type.
Okay, wala na hubang mga questions ang ating mga mentees regarding sa presentation ni ma'am? Okay, sa request po ni Sir Roberto Endino, i-flash lang yung contact information. So, ita-type na po no, ng FDA yung kanilang contact details para mas madali ang inyong pag-contact sa kanila. So I think, yes ma'am.
Nasa slides, meron man yun, sir.
Sige ma'am.
I-type na lang natin ulit.
Okay, so I think that ends. My question daw si Emeline Varona. Yes ma'am. Paki-unmute kung hindi po kayo makatype.
Ay, sir, a question ko kay ma'am, yung for example po, yung production area po niya is closed and then may CR po doon sa loob. Although may division po, bali hindi po siya nakahiwala yung CR. Makakapasa po ba yun sa application, ma'am?
Hello, ma'am. Sino ba yun? Ma'am, bale, ang CR natin, actually, it should be outside the production area. Yun ang...
Kahit merong may division. Hindi nga lang siya sa likod. For example, ma-imagine niyo po yung studio type, for example, yung production area. And then, meron po siyang built-in CR doon. Yung ganun po.
What do you mean?
Hindi po siya nakahiwala yung CR. Bali, hindi po siya sa likod. Bali, within the building. Hindi naman siya, paano ba to? Sa isang room, for example, studio type, tapos meron lang pong, parang dinivide lang po yung production area, tapos merong kitchen, tapos merong CR, yung ganun. Although wala po talagang separator within that studio type.
Pero ma'am, yung door ng CR ninyo, hindi nakaharap sa lutuan, sa production.
Meron lang po siya hadlang, for example, ma'am. Meron lang po siyang separator.
Ano yung separator?
Ayun po, ma'am, ma-imagine mo yung room mo. For example, meron po tayong room dyan. Yung yung rectangle siya. Tapos, nandun po yung production area. Kasi I'm imagining yung doon sa namin, sa friend ko, may mushroom po ba. Although separate po yung kanyang production, kung saan nag-grow ng mushroom. Then, pero yung kung saan nagpo-process ng food, nandun po yung CR, ma'am. Sa isang area, although meron lang po siyang, of course may door. Tapos meron po siyang division.
Basta hindi lang siya directly, ma'am.
Hindi siya direct lang po sa mga tables.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Sir Patrick, excuse. I would like to add the regarding the question of sino yun, Miss. Sir Patrick, I would like to add.
Sure,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Ma'am, regarding that, ma'am, actually, based on my experience there in Davao City, meron man yung mga sa city government, yung tawag nito yung sanitary inspection. Kasi based on our experience there, pag mayroon talagang negosyo ng ganyan, lutuan, ganyan, tapos yung CR nandyan sa loob, hindi talaga pwede yan. Kasi bisitahin yan ng sanitary inspection under the City Health Office. Ewan ko dito sa Zamboanga City. Kasi yung sinabi, yung lang ma'am, kasi baka hindi pwede yan sa, yun yan, sinabi ko niya, hindi pwede sa City Health Office yan. Pag na ganyan. If we talk about yung mga may lutuan, yung mga pagkain, yung depende sa yun lang ko may add-on lang kasi baka I don't know, hindi ko pa alam yung dito sa under the City Health Office regarding that matter.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, kung talagang by the book, by the book talaga, hindi talaga pwede. However, there are cases na upon inspection, nakatayo na siya eh. Nakatayo na yung production area niya. So, kumbaga, a little flexibility, a little, ganun ba? Kasi, nakatayo na siya eh. And then, so maraming adjustments. And then, sometimes, yung bang makatao na lang ba? especially for small scale. No? Just imagine how much they will invest, how much they invested, tapos ayusin mo na naman ulit from the beginning. Gano'n. So, I hope you got my point, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay, sige. Okay.
Basta as long, sir, it will not affect the quality of the product. Pero pag sobra na, talagang hindi na talaga, talagang papaayusin na talaga yun. Kaya nga kailangan ng inspection in order to be able to weigh the circumstances. Tingnan natin. Makikita.
Okay, maraming salamat ARD sa input at saka sa sagot naman, ma'am. Kaya sa ating mga mentees, mas advice po na magkonsulta sa FDA no bago magpagawa para wala nang mga inconvenience such as renovations, no. Okay, meron pa dito, ma'am. Pag sa herbal tea po ba, okay na po ba ang Ziploc type na packaging tulad ng Tetra Pak pero semi-paper kind po?
Herbal tea. Powder yan siya, no? Herbal tea. Ziploc.
Yeah,
Ziploc kasi, sir, hindi ba ma-open lang yan siya. So, tendency, ma-contaminate siya, ma-tamper siya. So, it will not be, walang seguridad pa. No? Ma-maintain ang kanyang quality.
Okay, another one, ma'am, from Zamboanga del Sur, ma'am Christine. Ma'am, pwede ang production area nasa second floor, bali vacant po na apartment?
Yes po, basta ang production area niya is solely for the production. Wala na siyang ibang activity ginagawa doon.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So I think that ends our open forum for FDA. So may we now request the Secretariat to please flash the certificate. Okay, so we have here the certificate, Department of Trade and Industry and Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship Go Negosyo present this certificate of appreciation to Ma'am Marichel L. Navarro for selflessly sharing the programs and services of the Food and Drugs Administration or FDA during the Kapatid Mentor Me Money Market Encounter online program Government Services Forum. Given this 19th day of May 2022, signed Ramon Lopez, Secretary DTI, and Jose Maria Concepcion III, Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship. So ma'am, maraming salamat po for spending time with us for our mentees this afternoon. And now we'll now proceed to our next resource person. Dalawa na lang po. So paki-spotlight po, Secretariat, sa ating next resource person from Small Business Corporation or SB Corp. Okay, so let me introduce our resource person. He is a graduate from Western Mindanao State University with a BS in Industrial Management Engineering in the year 2009. He is currently the supervising officer of the P3 program and Bayanihan 2 Cares program for Region 9 under Mindanao Group of the Small Business Corporation, Department of Trade and Industry. His 5 years of solid financing experience at SB Corporation made him a seasoned account officer. He also started his career as an investment specialist with the Bank of the Philippine Islands and transferred to Small Business Corporation as a senior accounts management specialist. He is the one who started building the loan portfolio of SB Corp here in Zamboanga Peninsula. Currently, he is managing a 205 million portfolio with a total of 478 borrowers, including the microfinance cooperatives and rural banks operating locally in the region. So mentors, ready na ba si Sir? I-welcome po natin si Sir Albert E. Elica of the Small Business Corporation.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Don. Okay, so thank you din po sa mga hindi nag-leave. Nag-antay talaga kasi alam ko isa ito sa mga inaantay din nila, no? Kung paano magkaroon ng additional working capital through DTI Small Business Corporation. So una po sa lahat, I would like to thank DTI Region 9 family headed by RD Engineer Al Zamir Lipae, and to all ARD and to all the provincial directors, PD Grace Aduca, PD Maridel Dengal, PD Flora, and PD Marlon Alabata, and to Ma'am Rovi, and to all the government agencies and MSMEs who are here. Good afternoon, maayong hapon, magandang hapon, buenas tardes a todos. So ayun, no, salamat po. So I will be presenting to you. Let me first share my screen. So I'll be presenting to you the Rise Up program. Ayun. So Rise Up program. So resilient, innovative, and sustainable enterprises. Unleash your powers. Ayun, astigin talaga. Kasi we want to dito sa DTI and Small Business Corporation, gusto namin yung mga MSMEs na nag-survive during the pandemic, magpatuloy lumaban na ipagpatuloy ang kanilang mga businesses. Ayun, kaya ngayon itong programa Rise Up yung tawag namin sa kanya. Pero before I present the program features ng program, let me first introduce no sa lahat ng mga hindi pa nakakaalam kung sino po ba si Small Business Corporation. Okay, see about Small Business Corporation. So SB Corp is a non-bank government financial institution created in 1991 under Magna Carta for MSMEs or the RA 6977 as amended by RA 8289 and RA 9501. So it is mandated to engage in development initiatives for MSMEs, implementing comprehensive policies and programs to assist MSMEs in all areas, including but not limited to finance and information services, training, and marketing. And SB Corp is under the policy program and administrative supervision of the MSME Development Council of DTI. Ayun, kami po yung program implementer of Bayanihan Cares. So far ito po yung update natin. Approved loans for 41,363 MSMEs nationwide amounting to 7 billion. Ganun na po kalaki yung naipahiram ni SP Corp sa ating mga MSMEs, especially po doon sa mga naapektuhan nitong pandemic. Okay, so balik po tayo sa Rise Up. So Rise Up is a loan program that helps sustain the gains of MSMEs that have survived the past 2 years of the crisis or yung pandemic. So ano ba yung purpose and objectives nitong programa? So as the country transitions from responsive to recovery from a protracted COVID-19 pandemic, the DTI and Small Business Corporation likewise shifts its financing strategy accordingly. So from the provision of emergency liquidity support in various forms of concessional terms, ngayon through structural support measures and broader long-term recovery packages na po ang ginagawa ni DTI and Small Business Corporation. So building on the momentum of the Bayanihan Cares program, DTI and SB Corporation resolves to implement similar lending facilities to cater to the continuing demand for credit of our micro, small, and medium enterprises. So align with SB Corp's goal of offering financing alternatives responsive to the needs of its borrowers while ensuring financial sustainability of the corporation, the P3 program funded Rise Up program has been adopted. So ito na po yung programa ngayon. So dati, during pandemic times, Bayanihan Cares or COVID-19 Assistance to Restart Enterprises po yung programa ni DTI and Small Business Corporation. Ngayon po ito ng Rise Up program. Okay? So what is the Rise Up program? So yung loanable amount po para sa programang ito, ang minimum po natin is 10,000. Maximum po natin is 5 million. With a grace period of up to 12 months or 1 year. And then wala pong collateral yung ating programa. Okay. So who are eligible to apply to Rise Up? So Rise Up is for businesses operating for at least 1 year as of loan application date regardless of accreditation. So dapat nag 1 year na po. So during your loan application, dapat nag 1 year na po si business. Okay. Yun po yung eligibility natin. Okay, so borrower must be registered business owner for sole proprietorships. Authorized loan applicant must be the managing director for partnerships or president or CEO for corporations. And dapat si borrower or si company or si enterprises wala pong negative credit findings. So dapat during our credit assessment process, dapat wala kami makita negative findings kay borrower. Okay. How much is the loanable amount in Rise Up program? So ito. For micro enterprises na may asset size na 3 million and below, maximum loanable amount po natin under Rise Up is 300,000. Okay? 300,000. For small enterprises naman po na may asset size na up to 15 million, 3 million up to 15 million, 1 million po yung maximum loanable amount. For medium enterprises, between 15 million up to 100 million, 5 million po yung maximum loanable amount. Okay. So paano naman po yung mga sa mga ito yung breakdown natin kasi meron kasi tayong dalawang features ng program. Meron tayo for merong mga BIR file financial statements saka yung mga walang BIR file financial statements. So paano pag wala kayong BIR file financial statements, pwede pa rin po tayong mag-apply under Rise Up program. So 50,000, ang asset size natin is 50,000, 10,000 po yung maximum loanable amount. 100,000 na asset size is 20,000 po yung loanable amount. And 200,000 yung asset size, 40,000 and so on and so forth. Ganun po. Check nyo lang po itong presentation. If 1 million po yung asset size natin, or 750,000 and 750,000, nagre-require na po tayo ng annual sales. Dapat po si borrower or si applicant may annual sales na 1 million pag 750,000 yung asset size. And then maximum loanable amount niya is 150,000. And for 1 million asset size, ang required annual sales niya is 1.5 million with a maximum loanable amount of 200,000. Okay. So interest rate. Ayun. So previously sa CARES program namin ni DTI and Small Business Corporation, wala pong interest yung programa. Pero meron pong service fee na tinatawag. So dito ngayon sa Rise Up program, may interest na po yung programa natin. Kasi nga ang programa ito is gaya ng sabi ko kanina, no, ipagpatuloy na yung pag-ahon, pagbangon ng mga MSMEs na nakasurvive during the pandemic times. So, if yung grace period na in-applyan ni borrower is 3 months, ang interest payable in advance, ibig sabihin, pag na-approve siya, ibabawas na po sa loan proceed ni borrower yung interest niya. So, if 3 months po yung grace period na in-applyan ni borrower, 2.5% po yung payable in advance na interest ni borrower. If 6 months naman po yung grace period, 5% po yung interest. And if 9 months naman po in-applyan ni borrower, 7.5% po in advance ang ibabawas sa loan proceeds ni borrower. And then if 12 months po yung grace period, 10% po yung ibabawas sa loan proceeds ni borrower. Ito pong grace period, ang ibig sabihin po nito, halimbawa na-approve tayo ng 2 years na loan term. Okay? 2 years na loan term and then example, may 6 months grace period. So first 6 months ng loan term natin, wala po tayong babayaran. Okay? Walang babayaran. On the 7th month pa mag-uumpisang magbayad si borrower. Ganun po yun. Ganun yung explanation natin dito sa grace period. Okay. And then, after the grace period, at 12% per annum shall apply based on diminishing balance. So yung interest rate po niya after the grace period is 12% per annum based on diminishing balance. So on the average, kasi diminishing balance po yung computation natin dito ng interest, on the average po, yung interest natin, no, yung interest on the average is 6% lang siya per annum, ang actual interest. Kasi nga diminishing balance yung ginagamit natin. So nahuhulog lang siya na 0.5% per month na interest rate. Okay. Paano mag-apply under this program? So, una, ihanda po natin yung mga requirements and then scan po natin ito. Ito po yung mga requirements natin. Okay. Previous and current BIR file financial statements or the BIR form 1701 or 1702 na may income statement and balance sheet. So, scan po natin yan. And then, government issued ID, bank account or electronic money account. Yung electronic money account, ito na yung GCash, Paymaya, yan. And then video of your business. And then corporate secretary certificate and articles of incorporation for partnership. and corporation, and then DTI certificate of registration for sole proprietorship, and SEC certificate of registration for corporations, partnerships. Ayun. Yan po yung ihanda natin. Scan po natin yan. Unahin po natin scan itong mga documents na to. And then ito po siya, itong requirements na to para po sa mga merong BIR file financial statements. Pero paano pag walang BIR file financial statements? So meron pa rin, pwede pa rin po tayo mag-apply. So without BIR file financial statements, ito naman po yung kailangan nating mga requirements. Okay, government issued ID, bank account or electronic money account, 2020 and 2021 barangay or mayor's business permit. Okay. Pag walang barangay or business permit na nakuha si borrower, pwede naman pong barangay certification. So barangay certification stating that ang business ninyo is nag-umpisa since anong year? Para lang po ma-prove natin kasi karamihan kasi sa mga borrowers nag-a-apply sila ng DTI bago lang. So hindi pa nag 1 year. Kung yun ang babasehan natin, hindi talaga qualify na mag-apply si borrower kasi kung bago lang kinuha yung DTI, so hindi pa siya nag 1 year, di ba? Technically. Pero yung business niya matagal na nag-umpisa. So para lang makapag-apply tayo on this program, secure po tayo ng barangay certification. So doon isa-certify lang ni barangay na ang business natin is nag 1 year or more than 1 year na. So dapat may taon talaga na nakalagay sa certification kung kailan nag-umpisa yung business. And then sabay natin i-attach ito doon sa DTI natin and BMBA certificate. So para makapag-avail pa rin po tayo under this program. Okay? And then 3 pictures and 1 video showing the financial condition and asset of the business. And then if corporation, corporate secretary certificate, and then DTI certificate of registration for sole proprietorship, and then SEC registration for corporation. Okay? So after natin ma-scan yung mga documents na yon, bisitahin nyo po itong link na to, www.brs.sbcorp.ph or www.bayanihancares.ph. So dyan po tayo mag-apply. So online na po yung application natin. Kahit nasa bahay lang kayo, gamit yung smartphone ninyo, laptop ninyo, or desktop ninyo, pwede na po tayo mag-apply under this program. Hindi nyo na po kailangan bumisita sa any DTI or negosyo center of offices. Yun, sa bahay lang pwede na po tayo mag-apply or kahit nasa business site lang kayo, pwede na pong mag-apply dahil online po yung ating application. Okay? And then, if nakapag-apply na po tayo, ito po yung dadaanan ng ating application. First, dadaan po siya sa credit information assessment. So dito na namin i-check kung merong mga negative findings si borrower. And then business information assessment, dito naman i-check na namin ngayon yung mga documents na sinubmit, kung kumpleto siya or tama ba siya lahat. And then if nakapasa na sa BIA, next step niya is financial performance assessment. Dito i-check na ngayon yung sinubmit ninyo na video and pictures and yung financial statement. So i-check namin ngayon, babanggain doon sa actual. So dito magkakandak na ng interview. Pwedeng via video call lang si AO or si account officer para ma-check yung veracity ng mga sinubmit ninyo ng mga financial statements, video, and pictures. So ganon. So the loan applicant will receive an email regarding the results of each stage of the assessment. So importante talaga during your loan application online sa BRS natin, yung email na ilalagay ninyo dapat accessible. So dapat na-access nyo sa anytime sa smartphone ninyo para at least pag may update regarding your application, nababasa nyo agad. Kasi meron pong limitation yung pag-submit natin. Halimbawa may kulang tayo ng documents, maximum na binibigay po ng ating BIA team is 5 days lang. So dapat na-access nyo parati yung email address na ginamit ninyo during your loan application. Okay? So halimbawa na-approve na tayo, na-approve na yung loan. So how will I get my loan proceeds? So pag land bank account po yung nilagay natin during our loan application, pwedeng fund transfer. Pag other banks naman, pwedeng via InstaPay or PesoNet. Pero for now, ang ginagamit talaga ng SB is PesoNet kasi walang charge kay borrower. And then pag wala talagang bank account, yun ang electronic money account, yung GCash natin or PayMaya. Okay? So, paano naman magbayad? So, ganito, mas pinadali po natin yung pagbayad. So, hindi nyo na rin kailangan bumisita sa mga SB Corp offices no, na naka-station sa DTI or negosyo centers. So, pwede na po tayo online din. So, if may land bank tayo, pwede sa Land Bank Link Biz Portal. Pero itong Land Bank Link Biz Portal, kahit na wala kayong Land Bank account, kahit na ibang bangko siya, pwede pong magbayad dito. Okay? Bayad Center, Palawan Pawn Shop, not the Palawan Express branches, but yung Palawan Pawn Shop talaga. Okay? And then USSC. So dito po sa tatlo, sa Bayad Center, sa Palawan Pawn Shop, saka USSC, may charge po yan, pero very minimal naman. Nasa 10 to 25 pesos yung charge nila per transaction. Pero pag Link Biz Portal, wala pong charge. Okay. So where can I seek assistance for my loan application? So call center hotlines po namin for NCR 8651-3333, for nationwide po toll free 1-800-106-51-3333, and for our Facebook, facebook.com/bayanihancares, and then for our consumer protection unit, SP Corporation at spgfc.org.ph, and our website www.sbcorp.gov.ph. So dyan po natin pwedeng, dyan po tayo pwedeng mag-seek ng assistance no, regarding the status of our loan application. Okay. And to SP Corp offices. So pag-visit niyo sa website namin, check niyo po yung directory of offices. Nandun po lahat. Makikita niyo po kung saan kayo pinakamalapit na offices ni SP Corp. Actually, lahat ng DTI provincial offices here in the region, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, and Zamboanga Sibugay, meron po tayong in charge. For Zamboanga City, ako po yung in charge. And for Zamboanga Sibugay, nasa DTI EPIL po yung in charge natin, na coordinator. For Zamboanga del Norte, nasa DTI Dipolog po yung in charge. And for Zamboanga del Sur, nasa DTI Pagadian po yung in charge natin. Okay, and to all DTI negosyo centers, pwede din po tayo mag-seek ng assistance doon. Okay. So that's it. Thank you po. Pag may mga tanong po tayo or regarding, so bisitahin nyo lang po yung mga nabanggit ko kanina ng mga sites and mga telephone numbers para po may mga additional queries kayo. Kung halimbawa hindi masagot ng ating mga in charge sa mga DTI offices, pwede po dumirekta tayo doon sa mga nabanggit kong mga websites and contact numbers. So yun, maraming salamat po. And again, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat.
Okay, maraming salamat, sir. We'll now proceed to our open forum. Mentees, pakitype po so that we can proceed to our last resource person. Mga comment dito ni Ma'am Teresa ta kay humalon, murag dili man yung tabang rise up ang inyong interest, sir. Malubong man tag samot og bayad sa interest palang dako man kayo og interest. From Zamboanga del Norte, gamay na lang magamit nga money, sir, kay magdidak daan og interest ma-short sa pag-invest as additional capital. From Ma'am Teresa, imbis mo loan ta kay aron makaginhawa, murag matubuan man tag nervous og ting bayad na. Other questions from our mentees regarding the programs and services of Small Business Corporation? Ana dyan naman basta magnegosyo, no? You have to take risk if you want your business to grow. Okay, question ni Ma'am Marichel. Can a food outlet kiosk in a small loan form avail a small loan from SB Corp?
Sir, in a small bazaar, what's that? Supermarket. Yung parang KCC ba?
Okay, sige Sir Bert.
Hi ma'am, thank you sa question. Actually, yes ma'am, pwede po. Wala na pong pinipili ngayon yung programa ma'am. No? General, lahat po ng MSMEs natin pwede na pong mag-apply ng program. Kasi nga, mas pinadali, mas pinasimple yung ating mga requirements. And then yung sa mga comments nila regarding the interest rate. Actually, if we will base it in the industry standard no, na mga commercial at saka universal banks, mas mababa pa rin po si SB Corporation. For commercial banks kasi, kung i-compute natin, no, nasa 0.9% or 1.2% per month yung pinakamaliit nila na rate. For us kay SB Corp, kaya ng sabi ko, diminishing balance po. Okay, diminishing balance po yung computation ng rate natin. So ibig sabihin sa 12% per annum na yan, yung actual rate niya is 6% lang per annum dahil nga diminishing. Okay, so 0.5% per month lang po siya. So mas mababa pa rin po yung rate ni SB compared sa iba. But we are not competing with them kasi ang mga target borrowers po namin is yung mga unbankable, yung mga hindi pa po pwede makapag-apply sa mga bangko. Yung kailangan pang i-build up, kailangan pang mag-build up ng record sa banks. Okay, so kaya yon, tinutulungan namin sila kasi developmental po yung ating pagtulong dito, yung ating financing initiatives. So if naging bankable na siya dahil sa pahiram ni SB, ang ginagawa kasi, di ba nagre-require tayo ng bank account. So first stage po yon sa pag-build up namin kay borrower. So i-build up namin si borrower para magkaroon po ng bank record sa bangko. Kasi si bank kasi hindi siya magpapahiram kung wala kayong record sa kanila. Hindi siya ganoon. Di ba tinitingnan muna nila yung record niyo, yung deposit transactions, yung withdrawal transactions, ganoon. So first step pa lang po yun. Pag halimbawa sa SB kasi, pag 150,000 above na po yung loan natin, we will require you a checking account. Okay? Kailangan nyo pong mag-issue sa amin ng post-dated checks as payment po ninyo sa monthly amortization. So doon po, ititrain na rin po namin kayo na mag-deposit sa bank through your checking account para at least magka-record na kayo. May monthly transactions na yung bank record ninyo para at least makita po ni bangko na may pumapasok po sa account. Pag ganun po kasi, let's say for example, 6 months to 1 year, nakita ng bank na may transactions every month or every week yung inyong account, si bangko na po mismo yung mag-offer ng loan products nila. So yun. So yun po, ganun po yung pag-build up namin sa mga unbankable para po maging bankable at pwede na po kayo sa bangko mag-apply. After that, pag naging bankable na kayo, bibitawan na po kayo ni SP, maghahanap na naman po siya ng pwedeng i-develop na mga MSMEs. So we are targeting po ng mga borrowers na mga unbankable. Okay, pero with regards to interest rate, you can check naman po sa mga commercial at universal banks. Compare nyo po yung rate natin. Okay?
Okay, so thank you, sir. Other questions? From Zamboanga del Sur, Christine Mabulay. Mag-loan ko, sir, kana lang 50K para palit na ako og pressure
Sure,
cooker.
ma'am. Sure, wala problema.
Okay, other questions from our mentees? Ayaw nyo ng mangutang? Okay, so we'll now request our secretariat to please flash the certificate for our resource person. Okay, so Department of Trade and Industry and Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship Go Negosyo present this certificate of appreciation to Sir Albert E. Elica for selflessly sharing the programs and services of the Small Business Corporation during the Kapatid Mentor Me Money Market Encounter online program Government Services Forum. Given this 19th day of May 2022, signed Ramon Lopez, Secretary DTI, and Jose Maria Concepcion III, Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship. Palakpakan po natin si Sir Albert Elica. Maraming salamat, sir. And we're now down to our last resource person. Paki-spotlight po ng ating last resource person. She is currently the IT officer of the RTWPB9. Let us welcome Ma'am Brenda M. Quintas. Ma'am, di po kayo marinig. Wala pa rin, ma'am. Baka na-loosen up yung cord or sige, kunin nyo na lang yung earphone, ma'am. Baka mas marinig kayo. Try nyo na ulit, ma'am. Sound check. Okay, Ma'am Bel, may naririnig ka o baka ako lang walang narinig?
Wala, sir.
Okay, antayin natin ng konti. Okay, please bear for the technical glitch. Nandyan pa naman si Sir Bert. Sir, may chat pa sila sa inyo, sir. Yes, ma'am. Can you proceed, ma'am?
Hello po, audible na po ako?
Yes, ma'am. Lakasan lang po ng konti, ma'am. Then proceed. Thank you.
So I'll now share my screen. So good afternoon sa lahat. This is a very short presentation po on the minimum wage fixing function ng aming ahensya. So once again, good afternoon. Ako pala si Brenda Makapili-Quintas of the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board. So ang aming ahensya po ay isang attached agency ng Department of Labor and Employment. Ang mandates po ng aming ahensya is for us to fix the minimum wage and to promote productivity incentive programs ng mga MSMEs. Ang aming board po ay composed of the three sectors. So yung government sector, management sector, and yung labor sector. So ang chairperson po namin ay ang Regional Director ng Department of Labor and Employment, si Attorney Roy Buenafe. So sa aking presentation po, maraming nagtatanong. Marami po kaming nare-receive ng mga messages, ng mga tawag na humihingi ng updates regarding sa minimum wage ng Zamboanga City. So, ano na nga ba ang updates, 'di ba? Magkano na ba ang minimum wage rate sa Zamboanga City? Kasi sa ibang mga regions, marami na nag-i-issue ng bagong minimum wage. So, ang sagot po namin is because Sampen and all the other regions, ang ibang mga regional boards, we follow the rules. We follow the rules, yung omnibus rules on minimum wage setting. So marami po tayong process na kailangan i-follow. Una na dito is yung wage consultation na ginawa namin noong April 4, 2022 sa Zamboanga City. Sa wage consultation ay tinanong po namin ang both the labor and the management sector kung ano na nga ba ang kanilang sitwasyon at kung pabor ba sila sa pag-increase ng minimum wage. Pagkatapos noon ay we conducted several wage hearing. So nilibot po namin ang buong Sampen noong March until May 4. So pumunta kami sa Ipil, Pagadian, Dipolog, and Zamboanga City. Dito po sa public hearing ay diniscuss po namin ang petition, ang wage hike petition na final ng PLUTUCP na humihingi po sila ng 200 din na aumento na daily wage. So during the public hearing po, narinig po namin ang side ng labor, narinig din namin ang side ng management. So according sa omnibus rules, pagkatapos ng huling public hearing which is noong May 4, ang Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board ay may 30 days upang i-deliberate kung may merit ba ang petisyon na 210 increase na hinihingi ng labor sector. At kung nararapat ay mag-i-issue po within 30 days from the last public hearing, mag-i-issue po ng bagong wage order CRTWPB 9. So, baka marami pa rin nagtatanong, Ms. Bren, tumataas na lahat na po ng mga prices ng goods, prices ng fuel tumataas. Bakit matagal? Because po, sabi nga ng aming regional director, kailangan po nating sundan ang proseso. We need to be scientific in coming up with the amount ng bagong minimum wage. Kasi we consider both sectors, the labor and the management sector. And ang sabi nga po ng Secretary of Labor, si Secretary Bello, sabi pa niya, ang minimum wage ay dapat hindi masyadong mababa for it will fail to protect the rights of the labor. However, hindi din pwedeng sobrang mataas Kasi baka may adverse effects po ito sa employment. Baka maraming ma-retrench, maraming mawawala ng trabaho, or maraming magta-transfer sa informal sector. So, ayun. Ang alam ko po ay maraming mga owners, okay. Ang alam ko po ay maraming mga business owners, mga MSMEs dito sa Zoom room ngayon. So baka ang question nyo is, ay, feedback. Baka may question po kayo, baka sabihin nyo, ma'am, napakahirap magnegosyo ngayon kasi most of the MSMEs are just di pa naka-recover ng dahil sa pandemic. So, I will present this exemption from compliance. Ito po in-issue ng March 28, 2022 and WPC Guidelines number 1, Series of 2022. Ito po yung exemption from compliance with issued wage orders of business enterprises affected by the pandemic. So, ang sabi po dito, yung mga covered po ay yung mga business enterprises affected by the pandemic. You may apply for exemptions from complying with the prescribed wage increases under the wage order issued by the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Boards. So ano nga ba yung requirement? So isa sa mga requirement dyan ay dapat during nung time ng pandemic ay yung business ay naka-encounter or nag-suffer ng accumulated net loss amounting to 20% or more. So you can only apply for these exemptions kapag may bago na po tayong minimum wage. And i-review ko lang, ang board, ang aming ahensya ay may 30 days from the last public hearing, which is noong April 4, to issue another
Nawala.
Yes, dahil po, I will be inviting you to the notice, the public hearing po para sa pag-adjust ng minimum wage ng ating mga kasambahay. Ito po ay mangyayari this Sunday, May 22, 2022, 1 to 5 p.m. sa Sapphire Ballroom Grand Astoria Hotel. So, if hindi po kayo maka-join face-to-face, pwede po via Zoom. So, you may go to this link po, yung bit.ly/rp9_kasambahays para mag-register. So dito po, during this public hearing, ay i-discuss po natin yung petition na final ng SAMPEN Association of Kasambahays dahil humihingi po sila ng additional 500 pesos per month na additional salaries ng mga kasambahays in the SAMPEN region. So, maraming salamat po. Dito na po nag-e-end ang aking presentation. So for more informations po, regarding sa minimum wage setting functions namin at sa mga productivity programs namin, i-follow nyo po kami sa Facebook, sa fb.com/rtwpb9 or tawagan nyo po kami sa 062-991-2672. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, maraming salamat po ma'am at dahil kulang na po ang ating panahon, wala na tayong oras for our open forum. I-PM nyo na lang po directly si ma'am kung meron kayong mga concerns regarding RTWPB. And for now, we'll now give the floor to the Provincial Director of DTI Zamboanga City Office, PD Grace C. Aduca, for his closing remarks. PD Grace?
For his, not for her. Sorry, Don. Good afternoon, everyone. Magandang hapon. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Good afternoon. Magandang hapon. Buenas tardes sa ating lahat. To our Assistant Regional Director, ARD Lito Makiling, to our very active Undersecretary, I know that she's not here, but courtesies to her, si Yusek Bless Lantayona, to the DTI staff, the other PDs, the division chiefs of the provinces, and the SDD staff, to our mentees, to our partner agencies, good afternoon once again. I would like to thank you for especially the mentees, first and foremost the mentees, for coming this far, for successfully completing the 10 modules of your mentoring program, to the DTI staff for facilitating the different modules, and for this program today, this afternoon, the government services that will also help our mentees in scaling up their businesses. And to the partner agencies, thank you so much. I know that the mentees have already an information overload, right? So they have been, for how many weeks they have been attending the sessions online. And you know, it's not easy to be taking up lessons or modules online. Why? Because one of our challenges is our internet connectivity. Medyo mahirap, lalo na yung mga sa areas na hindi stable ang connection. So sometimes they get cut, they get lost, so they cannot anymore follow the discussion. So even if you have already an an information overload, I have two advices sa inyo. One is contemplate in advance the kind of information you seek. Meaning, titingnan ninyo kung ano yung mga information na kailangan ninyo. Ano ba yung mga kailangan ng business ko? So yun, although ang daming mga services that are offered to you, that were offered to you earlier, but pipili lang kayo kung ano yung applicable sa inyo. Like sa non-food, hindi naman applicable yung FDA, LTO, or CPR. So do not dwell on that. For the food processing, maganda yon. And then the second is streamline your intake capacity. Meaning, meron kayong way of receiving, synthesizing, and applying the information that you got from your modules, plus the presentation of the different partner agencies this afternoon. I would like also to congratulate you in advance for making this far. I know that it is hard for some to complete the modules online, but your passion to scale up your businesses proved to be stronger than the challenges that you are facing while you are taking the modules. Hats off to you, and I hope you will apply the learnings and insights you gained in all the sessions. So the quest for knowledge and wisdom doesn't stop here, doesn't stop in your graduation. Continue learning and exploring, because as what Mahatma Gandhi said, and I quote, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever." So continue learning and continue growing your business. To our partner agencies, we appreciate your support, your valuable inputs this afternoon. Without you, DTI cannot attain its target or its mission to ensure competitive, innovative, and job-generating business. So we need you. That's why we have this collaboration. So to all of you, to the mentees, good luck and congratulations. And thank you also to our partner agencies. Again, thank you. To the DTI staff, thank you. And good afternoon. Keep safe, everyone.
Okay, maraming salamat po sa ating napakagandang Provincial Director ng DTI Zamboanga City Office, PD Grace C. Aduca, for your closing remarks. That concludes our KMME Online Government Services Forum. Thank you and good afternoon. I will now give the floor back to the Secretariat for some reminders and announcements.
Okay, so once again, everyone, congratulations. So at least natapos na natin itong GSF. So some reminders lang po. Share ko lang po. So bale, ito po yung mga dates and na kailangan ninyong i-submit ang inyong draft PIPs sa May 23. Coaching session natin is sa May 25 to 28. So we will provide the grouping of coaching, pati kung sino yung mga coaches nila sa kung makompleto na po ha. And then submission of final VIPs sa June 10. Then the VIP presentation will be on June 15 to 16, dalawang araw to. And then the graduation natin hopefully sa June 21. Hopefully lahat gagraduate. So okay, so pakipicturean na lang po itong mga petsa sa screen para hindi nyo malimutan. Give me a thumbs up kung daan na po nag-picture sa screen. At i-save po ninyo. Okay na. So yun lang po ang ating reminders. Magkikit.
May tanong sa chat.
Wait lang. Sige. Where to send? I-send po nila sa ating mga focals per PO, per provincial office, and then isi-send po din po ninyo sa facilitator ng groupings natin. Di ba may groupings tayo, 6 na grupo, no? May DTIR representative doon. Paki-sendan po sila ng copy din para at least makatulong po. Okay, Ma'am Ella. Paki-send sa mga facilitator sa groupings at saka sa focal. Okay, that would be all. Salamat sa inyong hangtanan. And see you sa graduation at magkita balik. Okay? So good luck sa making sa inyong no, correct na? Ay, VIP gali, grabe, excited. Yes, VIP pa di ay. Excited na kayo graduate.
Thank you, mga mentees.
Salamat po, ma'am.
Good luck sa VIP prep.
Graduation naman tayo.
Magkita-kita pa yan sila sa mga coaches.
Thank you. Thank you, SDD team, SDB. Thank you, Maribel.
Hi, Ma'am Lilin, my idol.
Hi,
salamat. VIP na po sunod, Ling.
Lagi. Sige lang, makayara na nila. Salamat mga mentees. Sige.
Salamat tayo. May hapon.
May hapon. Bye-bye.
Okay, end na ako ni ha. Stay safe, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Belle.
Bye.
Recording stopped.